It's Thursday, and you know what that means. Welcome to the latest Max Wrestling special event. It is, of course, Trivia Takeover Part 9. Trivia Goes to Hell. This is your captain speaking with the one we call El Jefe, Modes Marquez, here to discuss every single twist and swerve in pro wrestling. Coming up tonight, I'm doing half of it this week because there's so much to get through. Ricochet is flying the nest. We predict tomorrow night's TNA Against All Odds. Beer will give us the highs and lows of NXT Battleground, and Naito is coming for Moxley.
Oh my goodness. If there's not more to add, there is. Also coming up tonight, we're talking about announcements. Mike Larkin is here to make an announcement. A first-time promo exhibition as I take on that bastard, Chris Reid. The King of the Mic rolls on as Charisma debuts against Phoenix, and 2 title matches as Cypher and Travis the Walker Anderson, the Coach Anderson, I should call him, challenge Beer and myself for the tag team championships. And it is 3 stages of knowledge for Beer as he challenges the unbeatable Phoenix for the crazy popular knowledge championship. Make sure you subscribe right here on the YouTube's Max Wrestling YouTube, because there's a whole bunch to get through. Make sure you're following us on all the lovely platforms for the podcast, SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever it is you get your podcasts. And, of course, head on over to the beautifully done website, maxwrestlingnet.weebly.com, for all your links and a whole bunch freaking more.
Damn right. So Beer will be joining us momentarily for, of course, he has double trivia duty tonight.
Oi.
But first, let's kick it off with the fun stuff, because some people think a hammerlock is a way of keeping your tools safe. And as a result, this is shit Mark say.
Hammerlock.
I'm gonna tweet me and my friend Mark, we're gonna stop watching.
You're a whiny bitch.
Io Sky has just been announced for Marigold. Summer, what is it?
I forget where she's fucking good, but somewhere in Japan.
Yeah.
She's gonna wrestle in Japan. I don't know I don't remember what for a promotion.
No, that's what I'm trying to see. But anyway, she's wrestling Utami Hayashishida and Kevin with a South Park avatar. Very good.
Oh God.
Is that Timmy? I think it's Timmy. So, which explains a lot. Kevin says, this will obliterate anything AEW is doing with Mina Shirakawa and Toni Storm. All they're doing is selling a TNA lesbian angle between Mina, Toni, and Mariah, with Toni's title as an afterthought. Mina's a good wrestler, but TK is neglecting that in favor of selling sex. Well, first of all, it's not obliterating anything AEW is doing with Mina Shirakawa, because people have actually heard of this promotion that Marina Shirakawa came from. It's called Stardom.
Yep.
No disrespect to wherever Io's going, but I don't know where the fuck it is.
Same, and it is not a downplay. Pardon me. But let's keep it funky as we can around here. Okay, I'm really trying to compose myself because I'm going to be honest, he has a little bit of a point. But here's the whole thing. Mina Shirakawa is a lot more known than whoever Io is facing. A lot well known. Is it a sex thing? Not all of it. That's just Mina's
mind games.
That's just who she is. You have to understand that that's just how some of these people get over in Japan, that they're a sex symbol or whatever have you, or they're, a pop idol is actually how they consider it. But, they're a little over. They're not to our fucking standards, if you will. Fucking America weird. But it's not like, again, one's on a pay-per-view, the other one's going to be on a nothing show that I don't know if you're actually going to be able to see. If you are, you're going to have to spend special money. You're not going to recognize anybody else on that show. It's like when they sent William Regal's kid over to Pro Wrestling Noah?
Yeah.
It's like when they did that. What exposure did he really get besides Japanese exposure? None. What more exposure is Io Shirai going to get going over to Japan and wrestling whomever she's wrestling? Not really a whole lot. She's going to get a pop in Japan. That's about it. In this instance, Mina Shirakawa, yes, whether it be a TNA, tits and ass, sex kind of thing where, she likes to use the word, sexy, what all this other shit. Fine, whatever. Who gives a fuck? Are we or are we not already to continue with this, I guess the thing that killed me about the lesbian thing. Weren't we already down that road with her and Tony Storm?
Yeah, a little bit. And also, like, is Liv
Nobody makes
Morgan
sense.
not currently using sex appeal to fuck with Dominic?
Hey, look at that.
When was the last time she defended her title?
I mean,
Has she
it
defended
looks
her
like
title?
she's dry humping Don. She's dry humping him right now.
Right. So you're telling me Liv's title is not an afterthought behind all this sex appeal stuff with Dom, or is that a different story, Mr.
That's a
Kevin?
different story. Because it has two dubs and an E in it, so it has to be a totally different ball game. That's the thing; it's the double standard. And you know what, dude? Maybe it's because it's a little bit more sex appeal on AEW's side. So what you're telling? So to go back to last week when we got the whole Pride Month thing, and fucking, I don't want to say, I don't think it was Lou, it was some other jackass, and we made fun of Lou. Made the whole, where's my pride flag and all this other shit. Bro, like this is we're back in the same boat. You know what I mean? We're not nobody's throwing nothing in your face. This is just welcome to wrestling. I lost my train of thought because this is so fucking stupid. I literally had a good old point about what I was talking about.
Go watch Mickey James's WWE debut rivalry with Trish.
Nobody complained then. They complain now. Nobody complained then.
Oh yeah, one particular spot gets edited out now.
Wait a minute. No, hold on. I do remember my point. Didn't we have somebody who fucking said that there should be that there was like a women's four-way of AEW? They're like, oh yeah, you should make it a fucking bra and panties match. That's the only way I'll make it entertaining.
Yeah.
So again, if other people in your realm, Mr. South Park character haver, is all about the sex appeal and I would rather see these bitches half naked, or sorry, these competitors half naked, than just go with the story. What the fuck, dude? So Liv gets a pass. Mickey gets a pass. Who else is using some fucking cheeks right now to go? Oh, so fucking Rhea Ripley gets a pass. So you're telling me Rhea Ripley gets it because she's a dominatrix.
That's literally how she ended up with Dom. She beat him up.
She took
in love with her.
Hey, I think
she beat some love into him, but
again, double standards.
Yes, and I'm sorry that Beer missed that one, but he's going to be here for this next one. Let's get Beer on the show.
All right, get on.
He's going to be so disappointed that he missed the Liv Morgan conversation.
Yeah, man.
Speaking of shit, Mark say. You just missed the first one, but you're just in time for the next one. Obviously Ricochet is written off either way, finishing up with WWE. And Tony Khan was asked about it, and very, very professionally, he said, "I'd rather not get into wrestlers that still work for someone else." That's the official quote. Geez Louise. The response from this guy, his name is actually, huh?
That's not surprising at all.
That's literally his Twitter handle. That makes all the sense in the world. He says, Tony finally learning how to be professional when in front of the media. Rare W. You're not wrong. However, he would have got in trouble if he'd have said something about Ricochet because he's still under fucking contract.
But, okay. So, when has he not been professional about shit like this? That's what I'm trying to go backwards on some stuff. I understand Tony is not the greatest speaker to the media, especially about talent that could be available. But when has he ever put his foot in his mouth in such a negative way that you need to be, oh, he finally got a W for being professional?
Yeah, I don't think he's ever been asked about a wrestler working for another promotion.
No.
Especially WWE.
No, I don't think so. I mean, maybe, I was about to say, especially WWE. Let's go with that, especially WWE. But that, again, if you're going to take his poor management skills, which is all this is we're reflecting off of anyway, if you're going to take his poor management skills and apply it to this, you're already in the fucking wrong. You have no argument. And yes, I get it. Yes, it is a W. Oh my God, he's finally a pro or whatever. But again, in situations like this, he's always been a pro. So you're the guy poking the dead body with a stick just cause. You want a reaction out of the dead body. Come on, do something. I made a good comment. Show me some love. Fuck off.
And also, let's not forget, there was a time when Tony called out WWE for tampering with contracts in AEW.
Mm-hmm.
So he's been on the receiving end of that, so he's not stupid enough to go in front of a public media and, like, talk about a contracted wrestler with WWE.
Not lupid enough.
Isn't his
Not
contract
lupid.
by the end of July or July?
That's what I heard.
Is it July?
Yeah.
I thought it was the end of June.
Maybe they wrote him off early to be nice.
Well, you already know how it goes. Fucking get him off TV, no compete for so long.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be even longer now because he's off TV now, I guess, until the end of his contract. Then he's going to have the no compete.
So he'll be available come what, November?
Yeah. Yeah.
Compete. If he hasn't been released, there will be no compete.
Yeah. His contract's just expiring.
Oh, that's
He's
right. Yeah,
just
so
not
he doesn't
renewing
have a
it,
no
so-
visa. Yeah, so July, end of July, August even, he'll fucking be available. Maybe we'll see this guy back in Japan, King Ricochet or fucking. Everybody's obviously saying AEW, especially now that Will Ospreay's there. You have to, right? I think
It's always a conversation. Yeah. Somebody leaves WWE. Hey, they're going to AEW. Maybe. Hold your horses.
Maybe it's not everybody has to go. I've said it before. Not everybody has to go. You can go to TNA now and get recognized. Hell, fucking the fucking Nemeth brothers, for fuck's sake. You know what I mean? I feel a little bad for Nick because he was a lot bigger of a star, but his brother, thanks to him, elevated. They're a cool little fucking tag team to watch now. You know what I mean? TNA is not a bad place to be.
No, and look at Mustafa Ali.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I was like, isn't he on a Killer X Division run right now?
Murdering it.
So
dominant.
There's places to go make a name. Hell, I mentioned Japan because I mean that. And then you know who's hungry for fucking American talent? Japan.
Yeah.
So he would fucking murder. He'd kill out there. They always were talking about making him heavyweight champ or him competing in the heavyweight realm. There you go. There's your wide open opportunity.
Possible.
I guess we got to wait till July to find out, though.
He would be insane in that X division, though, in TNA.
Oh, yeah.
I can already imagine him and Chris Bay
go there as well when his non-compete's up.
Ooh, that's another good one.
The good thing is, like, new contracts now, they don't have no competes. They got rid of that thing.
Good.
That was a Vince thing.
Yeah, that was a Vince thing.
That was a Vince thing.
And you can see how Triple H is more reasonable because he's given Ricochet closure. Like, he's actually written him off TV. I mean, TNA probably would have fucking given him a drive-by shooting or something to write him off TV like they've done before. Oh, you're leaving TNA? Okay, we're going to murder you on TV. Huh?
Eric Young got killed on TV.
Eric Young got killed, then he returned, and then they filmed a new segment where, like, okay, so we didn't actually see him die. It was off camera, so
shot
here
in the face or something.
He revived.
Oh yeah, from a fucking wasn't it a gunshot?
No, it was what's his name? Diener stabbed him to death.
Oh, that's right.
He went full Norman Bates on him. We're probably not going to see Ali in TNA again because we literally saw a Freddy Krueger glove get shoved through her throat.
Yeah, I know.
Doubt it.
She dead.
Well, she's gone, man.
She's gone.
I tell you, he did. All right. Hey, it was Marigold, that Japanese company that Io Sky is going to. That was the name of the promotion. Know. So
sorry,
that gets another mention here. It is a hilarious tweet. Somebody says WWE/Cyberfight/Marigold/TNA versus AEW/CMLL/New Japan/Stardom is a hilarious development. But the response is even better. Raiden X Gargano, sorry, but he's already married, says CMLL and Stardom is carrying so hard, but they still lose simply because being partnered with AEW doesn't help. WWE is cooking with these partnerships, feels more major.
It hasn't really kicked off yet with the WWE.
No.
I was just kidding.
We've only had Joe at the minute in NXT, and that's it.
And sorry, but I don't think you can get bigger than AEW teaming with New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Okay, so you know what, Beer, you're the NXT guy. You watch Battleground. They did it at the in Vegas with the UFC thing, right?
Apex, yeah.
Okay, how many fucking, and I'm gonna ask you this again, being a non MMA guy, how many noticeable fighters did they show off?
About in terms of I've noticed, I've never heard of any except the one with the is it the Shevchenko one?
Oh yeah, Shevchenko. Everybody heard of Shevchenko.
That was probably the only one I even noticed, if I'm very honest with you.
But that's my point. Unless you're a fucking diehard fan, you're not going to know any of these fuckers. So the cyber fight thing is already out the fucking window. You pointed out beautifully about TNA where one person has come through the door. One. Now, granted, she's a great competitor. I'm not going to never downplay Jordan Grace, not one bit, but it's one. CMLL, they had already 2 competitors just last night on Dynamite. They've had other people come in already in the past, and now it looks like they're already set up to be a big part of Forbidden Door, especially with Stardom. Mira Shirakawa is not the only one that has come down from Stardom. Hell, did Mariah May literally leave there to come to AEW?
Yes.
So again, these are connections that have been made. I get it, dude. I can understand a bit. TNA is a little bit big, more of a recognizable. Let me use that terminology. It's more of a recognizable name than a CMLL, and maybe is a little more recognizable than Stardom. But again, if you know women's wrestling, you know Stardom.
Yeah.
So I get it, but you throw Cyber Fight in there like anybody gave a fuck. Okay. Nobody gives a fuck about Cyber Fight. Nobody. It's just it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous because again and then we go back to the what did I say in the first one where it's just the fucking pure spite of AEW. Just because they're the opposite, they're the competitor, they're the guys that's not WWE, the quote unquote big time. Everything they do is shit. Anybody they partner with is shit. New Japan is not a reputable company, but we'll take AJ Styles, Cody Rhodes, and fucking a handful of other fucking people. But New Japan ain't shit because they work with AEW. Oh, fucking half the handful of CMLL guys. Didn't Andrade fucking was main champion for CMLL forever? But CMLL ain't shit.
They just a lot of the mark, so because every Forbidden Door that we see, it's always been a banger show.
Yeah,
always.
One last year with Ospreay and Omega, it's probably one of the best matches I've ever seen.
And like for comparison, WWE's working with TNA for the first time in how old are they now? 22 years.
They were originally in 2002 because I remember Shamrock was the first ever.
22.
So TNA's been around 22 years, and now WWE finally decided to work with them because they don't have any money anymore.
No, stop it. They work with one person. Stop it.
Okay, one person from TNA.
They're working with one person.
But there talks, apparently, that the Rascals are going to be on to come and help Wesley in his match with Gallus. That's coming very soon, so I smell that heat wave.
Drew's also mentioned Joe Hendry because how can you not?
So like in the land of footy, rumors are rumors, and until it actually happens, it's all speculation.
Yeah, exactly. Speculation as far as I know, but I've not had no confirmation yet.
And then for comparison, AEW has already established long-running working relationships with New Japan, biggest wrestling company in Japan, CMLL, oldest lucha libre company in the world, and Stardom, the #1 women's promotion in Japan.
Yeah.
But apparently that's not a big deal.
Apparently it's not a big deal.
Well, Marigold's only 2 months old, so that's gonna
fuck off.
That's why we never heard of it.
Oh yeah, I've kept an eye on Marigold.
Like we said, no disrespect, but we'd never heard of it before.
Yeah, it's recently a new promotion by Ross. Because remember, you got the boot thingy from Stardom. So Julia's only there just to help from the get-go, and then she's going to NXT. So she's only had an injury as well, so we're not sure when a debut in NXT is going to be. Could be a while, I don't know. But she's having a match with Cerise soon, so I'm looking forward to that.
All right. Well, like I said, I saved the best for last because I cannot wrap my head around this tweet. It comes from Mike with a WWE in his Twitter handle because, of course,
I said Mike and I got nervous.
just because you put WWE in your Twitter handle does not mean you have any association with the WWE. Disclaimer there. And he's got a nice little bench press in his avatar. So he says, anyone who watches wrestling apart from WWE should be put on a list. It's all pedo shit.
Bullshit.
Sorry, what?
All
So it's okay.
shit.
It's okay to watch the wrestling that is specifically catered towards kids, but it's not okay to watch other wrestling which is more targeted at grown-ups.
This
Is that what you're saying?
Pedo shit.
Apart from WWE is okay. This is the company that had the billionaire with a sex abuse allegation, all this stuff, misconduct.
No, hold on, wait, no. My man said, or the man, not my man, not at all. The fella said pedo shit.
Yeah.
Let's give him some pedo shit. Didn't WWE crown a 12-year-old tag team champion?
Yep.
Yeah. It was a referee's son.
Alrighty. Didn't WWE bring in? God, how old was fucking Paige when they brought her in? I believe she was under 18 when they originally brought her in. I want to say she was 17 when she first started out.
She was 13 when she had her first match.
Hey,
I think it was 19 when she won the women's title from AJ.
I'm close.
She was 18 when she won the title.
The pedo shit. But okay, fine. Let's go to the dark side of it all real fast. I don't mean to be cutting y'all off. Let's go to the dark side of it all real fast. Isn't one of the biggest fucking rumors, if we're gonna live in the land of rumors, according to other fucking marks on this lovely segment, if we're gonna live in the land of rumors, wasn't Stephanie McMahon fucking around with Macho Man when she was 13?
That's only meant to be rumored, and we don't know whether that's true or not.
But again, if we're living in the land of speculation like some of these motherfuckers do, and they're calling out the pedo shit, let's give them the pedo shit. They want the pedo.
Didn't they have a ladder match for custody of a child?
Hey.
Who now wrestles for that company?
Yep.
Hold on, wait. And I know that she maybe just turned 18 or 19, but didn't they portray Rey Mysterio's daughter to be underage and fucking homeboy made out with her?
Buddy Murphy? There was a big age gap between Aaliyah and Buddy.
Mm-hmm. Like, so again, bro.
That was Vince booking.
It's the speculation. If Vince McMahon or the E is behind it, it ain't pedo because it's quote unquote made for kids. But because the more adult program has, and I'm going to have to blame this on Mina because it's all her fault for being just so goddamn gorgeous. Mm-hmm. It's all her fault. That's what it is. Everybody's just so mad. They're just so jelly. She brings sex appeal. The fucking days of the tits and ass of the fucking old WWF are gone. And AEW, in a way, is slowly, I wouldn't even say them, it's more her because that's her character. She's taking advantage of the horny Americans. So who are we to get mad at her for? Who are we to get mad? But you want to say pedo shit. I listed a whole bunch of stuff WWE has done that AEW will never do. Never do. If you want to bring up fucking Brody Lee's son, he's never once actually competed. He's never once randomly been in a match. Has he been around? For sure. But that's about it. That's not, again. So then again, if you're going to call that pedo, then you rope in Dominic when he was little, fucking around with him and his dad. The custody battle, the ladder match, the whole shebiggity. So double standards, fam. Double standards.
I agree.
But they are marks, and that's the shit they say.
You guys suck.
Well,
to be fair.
We have 4 matches tonight, so how about we give you the first one right now? Last week, Cypher and Beer advanced in the King of the Mic, and will face each other in the semi-finals. So let's find out who will face Chris Reid. It's time for the official debut of Charisma, as he stands in the way of Grand Slam Phoenix.
Hey.
hello. So, it's that time of year again. Time for King of the Mic. And who's my first opponent? Some discount wannabe Bret Hart or a discount Walmart Agent 47 called Charisma. Which I do find kind of ironic, considering he's probably got just as much charisma as Chuck E. Cheese falling through a tuba. And you know what? Normally this is one of my favourite times of year, but this year it's different. Because I don't care. I'm not going to go off and list my accomplishments again, but everyone knows I'm one away from reaching the Max Wrestling Grand Slam Championship. And yet somehow I feel like I'm back to where I was 3-4 years ago, before I stepped foot on this side of the camera and cut my very first promo. Now don't get me wrong, I'm honoured to be the Max Wrestling Knowledge Champion again. Most of last year, my own blood, the captain, was TV champion, and not once did he think to offer me a title shot. Instead, he gave it to Chris Reid. He actually gave him about 3 chances in the space of like 2 months. And the lawyer was handed the TV title from Moses because reasons, I guess. Slap my badonkadonk. I mean, I get it. It gives me a break from the top spot, and not everyone can remain in that top spot forever. But when was the last time I had a title shot? Where's my title shot? And yet, how many chances has the likes of the lawyer, Travis, Moses, Chris Reid, Teddy P, Cypher, so on, all of them? How many chances have they had compared to how many I've had? Seriously, why do you think I've been calling out random people for the last few months? Anyways, that's about it. I think I've ranted enough. I just wanted to use this time to air out a few grievances. As I said, as far as the tournament goes, I don't care. You literally cannot pay me to give a shit. And as far as this charisma bitch goes, you can eat the ass of a rabid raccoon without any milk. Goodbye.
It's a monster. It's coming for all your soul. I'm telling you, buddy, you should have seen the titties on this giraffe. They were amazing. Yes.
Charisma is facing the Phoenix. What are your thoughts about it?
Charisma is facing the Phoenix. What are your thoughts about it? First off, my name is not just Rodney. My name is Rodney Slap-a-Bitch. Because that's exactly what I'll do. And as far as how I feel about charisma facing the Phoenix, well, before this 6'8", 7'5", 10'3" monster cuts a scathing promo on the Phoenix, he's first asked me, Rodney Slap-a-Bitch, to say a few things on his behalf. The Phoenix. Did you know that Phoenix's first name is Craig? I mean, essentially, he's a white guy with the name of a black guy who gets fired on his day off. It's Friday, bitch. And you know what else? I seen his profile picture on Facebook, and I gotta say, Craig Phoenix looks like AJ Styles fucked Tobey Maguire. But you know what? Enough about Craig Phoenix, because he's old, and he's boring, and he's washed up. I mean, yeah, there was a time where he was a double champion, or a triple champion, or a quadruple champion. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. But you know what he's doing now? Nothing but sitting around, drinking crumpets and tea. But we don't give a fuck about crumpets and tea. Because Charisma, he's new, he's young, he's fast, he's strong. He is a monster. And he's come here to not just take down Craig Phoenix and clip his fucking wings off, but he's here to hurt everybody. Nobody's gonna stand in the way of Charisma. Nobody stands a chance. And certainly not Craig Phoenix. You know what? If I were Craig Phoenix, I would gracefully bow out and go take a holiday, as they call it. Guess what? A holiday is Christmas over here, bitch. Anyways, the last thing that I want you to know, which I know you already know, Craig Phoenix, and I know that everybody in Max Wrestling knows, is that there is nobody in the King of the Mic tournament who stands a chance at stopping the monster that is Charisma. But I'm not just gonna let you take my word for it, riding a slapper bitch. Instead, why don't we hear from the man himself? It's a moment you've all been waiting for. Charisma, do you think that Craig Phoenix can beat you?
Ain't no way.
Craig Phoenix, fuck you.
So, people just watched that and wondering how I'm going to spin this. Phoenix went 2 minutes 58 seconds. Again, before I give you Charisma's time, let me remind you of TV rules in King of the Mic. Longest promo wins. Unless you go 3 minutes more than your opponent, then you're disqualified. So, Phoenix went 2:58, and Charisma went 2 seconds. Although technically, Rodney Slabovich went 3 minutes and 16. So, and we kind of have a predicament here because that was like a 2-person promo, and Charisma's manager did most of the talking, and his promo was technically longer. So, I'm gonna make an executive decision. Both of them will advance to the semifinals and face Chris Reid in a triple threat match in 2 weeks.
Ooh. So much for a fucking, what do you have, a fucking bye week to the semis? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, now he's got 2 opponents in the semis.
Well, congratulations to both of them. Now, as we heard last week, we are about to hear from Mike Larkin. He's got an announcement for us all, so sit down, buckle up, because here comes the podcast machine.
You know, it's been a long time since I've held Max Wrestling Championship Gold. And for a man who thought that he did it all, maybe there's more to obtain and accomplish. I want to be a champion that you can be proud of. Hell, I was that once upon a time. When I was the Max Wrestling Promo Champion and Knowledge Champion, I defended those championships with honor, respect, and dignity. I took on all comers. I gave you my blood, sweat, and tears in each and every one of my performances that I had and did. I gave you a fight. Can I say the same for you? I'm going to keep this short and sweet. Chad Malcolm, I challenge you at Money Shot for the Max Wrestling Television Championship. I'm cool, calm, and collective now, but once we get to Money Shot, the gloves are off. No contracts, no loopholes, no bullshit. And in closing, I just have one question for you, Chad. Want to fight?
We are Legion.
As you can see, I have already made this match official. Call it my birthday present to the lawyer. And to ensure there are no more loopholes taken, from now on, all TV rules promos must be at least 3 minutes. Enjoy your 4th of July, Mr. Malcolm.
Well, I guess that's official for the TV title at Money Shot, thanks to that masked bastard Anna Mascaras making it official. But from one title to another, it is time for the tag team titles to finally be defended.
Let's go, fam.
All right. Here we are, boys and girls, ready for another edition of watching me and Beer retain the tag team championships. Ha 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 ha. Who am I kidding? I am up against the Carolina Reapers. These guys are no jokes. And it's Corey. It's my man Trav. Yes, it's all love around here, especially in the Triv game. So, boys, let's jump into it. You already know the game. Tag team trivia knowledgery, if we will. 10 questions each. Y'all get 10 today. And then I will take care of me and Beer live on the show. Y'all ready for y'all 10?
Beer is only walking out. Beer 2 belts over my dead body. I'm just kidding. Let's do this.
We are definitely ready. I love it already. The confidence is ridiculous. Beer will strike shake a fist at you, if you will, if he heard you talking all the mess that you do. So let's start off with the first question. Probably my favorite questions. We go to the land of the rising sun. We talking Japan, boys. We're talking Japan. In 1972, New Japan Pro Wrestling was formed. But in what year was the IWGP champion crowned?
Yowzer. Oh, man. Lord knows I already know Moses has said this like 100 times to me before.
That'll be June 1987. I think it's June 12th.
You really think it's like 87?
Are we sticking with 1987?
If you're confident with 87, I gotta trust my tag team partner, and you can make that the final answer if you want.
Well, he said IWGP Championship. I don't know if that was heavyweight or not.
He said it was New Japan was formed in 72. Not in the 80s. It was 72. So, I mean, if you think it's 87, alright, final answer, 87.
All right, we'll stick with 87. And actually, it was crowned in 1983 when Hulk Hogan won the inaugural IWGP tournament. The current version of the IWGP heavyweight, light heavyweight, and all those funds was established in 1987.
Okay, I was close, but no cigar on the first one, but that's okay. We still got 9 more to go, Trav. We got this.
The knowledge was there, but there was a swerve.
All right, so since I like to stick with the stuff that I like, we go from the land of the rising sun to the mat. So, both Brock Lesnar and Gable Steveson are former 2-time All-American wrestlers, heavyweight wrestlers, for what Big Ten university?
That would be the University of Minnesota.
I was going to say Minnesota too, so yeah, definitely Minnesota. But now I definitely regret changing one of the questions that we did have wrote for y'all.
Minnesota cats lick the butter, don't you know? University of Minnesota is correct. All right, let's take it back to, let's call it the WWF days. What 2 men made up the newly reformed team of the Rockers, now called the New Rockers?
Oh, Lord have mercy. Corey, you got to carry me, bro. Once again, I have no idea about New Rockers whatsoever.
That would be Marty Jannetty and Leif Cassidy. I about called him Leif.
You should have called him Leif because that is his name, but I will accept it. Leif Cassidy, and Marty Jannetty formed the New Rockers. You guys got that one right.
Now give me a question that I know.
Well, here, maybe you'll know this one, and please listen to how I word this question so we have no further confusion. Besides Mick Foley, what other hardcore legend used a double arm DDT as their finisher?
Oh, Lord. I want to say that was... man, I'm so disappointed in myself, but I swear that was Terry Funk. I feel like Terry Funk did the same thing. Corey, how do you feel about Terry Funk? Or what's it, Al Snow? Is Al Snow considered a hardcore legend?
It's a hardcore legend. It's no one current. Because I know Drew uses it and I know John uses it, but I think besides Mick Foley, I think Stevie Richards.
Okay, we got a Terry Funk, we got a Stevie Richards, we had an Al Snow. Give me a final, gentlemen. Give me a final.
Actually, I think Terry Funk had a pile driver now that I'm thinking about it. Corey, I'm trusting you, so I'll let you have it.
I don't know. Because that's the... I'm stuck between Terry Funk and Stevie Richards, but if I had to choose, like... I don't know if Stevie Richards is a hardcore legend or not like Terry.
Al Snow, final answer.
I'm just go with Stevie Richards on this one because honestly, looking back at the hardcore title itself, I do believe he won it like 19 to 21 times. And if that's not hardcore legend for you, I don't know. So I'm going to go with Stevie Richards. That's my final answer.
Watch it be like fucking Tommy Dreamer or something. I don't remember. I bet it's freaking Tommy Dreamer.
The funniest thing about all this, bud, is yes, you should have went with Tommy Dreamer, or you should have went with Raven, because both of those men used, again, a double arm DDT as their finisher. Stevie Richards used the Stevie kick. I'm not sure what Al Snow used, and yes, Terry Funk had a pile driver.
Damn it. The ECW original.
Now, see, I thought about Raven, but I just didn't think it was him. I never really seen too many Raven matches, so that one was really difficult. But then after all of that, I was like, damn, Tommy Dreamer. I knew that one. I've seen it. I've felt it almost. That one was... That one stung. Hey, Dazzy Lee, check the rule book on that one. Remember, I'm still Dragon Club. Technically, Tommy Dreamer was the last name said until he gave the answer. Give it to us, damn it. Give me what I want. Or do I gotta go back to Anon? I'm sorry, I'm getting a little hyper.
Yes, super close on that one. We'll get a Daz ruling and the whole shebang at the end. Not Chad, because we obviously know why not Chad. But let's get into something that you friggin' should know, Travis. What two men made up the Minnesota Wrecking Crew?
I hate you. I love you, but damn it, I hate you. Oh, God, Minnesota Wrecking Crew. God dang. I want to say that involved a Steiner. No, damn it. You ain't gonna get me. You're not gonna get me, Moses. I got it. I remember it. It's got my name. It's motherfucking Gene and Lars Anderson.
Holy Jesus, criminy good God almighty, he got it. I would have also given it to you if you would have hit me with the good old-fashioned Ole and Arn Anderson. But yes, the Anderson family is correct.
I forgot about Ole and Arn. How did I get Gene and Lars, but I forgot Ole and Arn? Oh my God. Next time I go see Arn Anderson, I'll make sure to apologize.
I'm glad you got that one.
All right, let's hop right into the next one. About 50% right now, if I'm not mistaken. 3 out of 6. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Let's stick to the stuff that you should know. So, everybody knows that the Four Horsemen has had somewhat of an interchangeable fourth man for a while until we got into the older days of WCW. There had been weird fourth members such as Sid Vicious, Lex Luger, and Sting. Who by chance is known as the worst Four Horsemen there's ever been?
Oof. I feel like that could be fairly subjective. But when I think about Four Horsemen, I think of what the Four Horsemen are, and there's only really one that I can think of that's just simply felt out of place. And I want to say that was Chris Benoit.
So for anyone curious, this is Mo's answer. This is what is globally recognized as the worst fourth horseman, excuse me.
Paul Roma?
Do you want to go with Paul Roma or Chris Benoit? I personally would like to go with Chris Benoit.
I'm gonna go with Paul Roma because I know that was for sure he was the worst. I mean, yeah, somebody else was gajillion times worse. I can't think of his name, but Paul Roma is definitely the one.
All right, Mo, you heard the man, Paul Roma.
And the craziest thing about it is this time Corey pulls Travis out of the dark end of the bad zone, if you will, and he hits the nail dead on the head. The man known as Paul Roma used to be WWF superstar, teaming with a guy named Hercules in the very dreadful early 90 days. So, yes, Paul Roma is correct. That is 4 out of 6. 4 more to go. Let's see how y'all finish.
Yeah, see, that's the thing about trivia. Man, I know not to die on my sword. I know I'm not the best at this, so I gotta trust my boy. I gotta trust my tag team partner. That's what tag team is all about.
Okay, thank God. Okay, because I was about to freak out. Thank you, Paul Roma, for being the worst member ever.
I don't think I've ever actually heard anyone thank Paul Roma, so that has to be on the history books. So let's hop into the next one here, and this should be a good one. The New Age Outlaws were 6-time WWE Tag Team Champions of the World. I had to do it. But they each held singles titles. Besides the Hardcore Championship, what belt did they each hold?
Pretty sure it was the United States Championship.
Oh shit! I know it's not the U.S. title. That's way too early. I think it's not the U.S. title. I think it was the Intercontinental title. It has to be the Intercontinental title because it wasn't the U.S. title.
I was teeter-tottering between IC title and U.S. title. Still think it might be the U.S. title, but Corey, you're doing great. IC title.
As a little tidbit here, remember that the New Age Outlaws formed in 1997, or at least joined the DX in 97. So think of titles around that era. All right, and survey says it is the Intercontinental Championship. I was trying to hope to confuse y'all, make y'all maybe think of the European, not European Championship.
You about had me say European. You also had me almost say like cruiserweight of some sort too, but I was like, nah. I was teetering between US and IC anyway, so I trusted my boy.
3 more to go. Let's keep it rocking. Let's take it back across that pond, back to the land of the rising sun. But for some reference, while in WWF and WCW, he was known as the man they call Vader. But overseas, he was known as what?
The worst part is, I have it on a t-shirt. I have a Vader shirt with that on there. Pretty sure he used this name when he was like feuding with Will Ospreay too. Was it Big Van Vader? Is that what he used?
I'm gonna go with Big Van Vader. That's fine with me. That sounds decent. I'll use Big Van Vader as a final answer.
Big Van Vader is the correct answer. You guys are on a hot one, looking about 80%, could be higher if we get the other ruling. So we got 2 more to go. Let's see how y'all finish. Steve Mongo McMichael brought in a friend from the NFL by the name of Kevin Green. He had a short stint in WCW. How many matches exactly did he have in WCW?
I could be completely wrong, but I think it was only one. That's the only, I can only think of one.
Mean Kevin Green, man. He had a very, very short run with a total of only 5 matches.
He was only in like WCW for like what, 2 years? Yeah, I was like, yeah, 96 and 98, right? 5, 5, 5. Let's go with 5.
96 to 98 is correct. Yes, just 5 matches. Actually, I believe 3 of them on pay-per-view, believe it or not. So, yeah, there it goes. Add another one to the tally, and we are on to the final. All right, to stay in the land of the NFL for the last question. Jim Duggan and Bill Goldberg played for this NFL team.
Hey, I don't know shit about NFL. I don't know shit about football. So, Corey, good luck. This is on you. It's up to you. Bring it home. Bring those tag team championships to the Reapers. But if I was a betting man, I think it might be the Vikings or... No, the Bills.
Because this question has been asked before in the past, and somehow I do remember it. You know what, Trav? We're going to get this one. It's the Atlanta Falcons.
You sure it's not Buffalo Bills?
I'm sure. It's the Atlanta Falcons. Because this question has been asked in the past, and I know Goldberg, and he played for the Atlanta Falcons. So, yeah. Atlanta Falcons, final answer.
All right. So, we can officially say that you guys scored 80% and could be looking at 90 if the other one is overturned. So, yes, obviously, with that being said, that is the correct answer. The funniest thing is the only NFL team Bill Goldberg played for was the Atlanta Falcons. So, again, 8 out of 10 with a possible 9 out of 10, and we will get that ruling.
Beer, do you want to give him the point?
I don't want to come back to answers.
Here's the reality, bro. Even if it doesn't, then we still got to score at least 9.
Okay, yeah.
So either way, we got to get at least 9.
If you give him the point, then you two need a perfect score. If you don't give him the point, then you got a 2-point.
I know, right? We're fucking me.
All right, that's so ruled out.
Ruled out.
Just give it to him. If it bites us, it bites us.
Well, we gotta go for it.
All right. Well, that was recording. So, all right. If you both agree, we will let that DDT point go. So it is 9 out of 10 for the North Carolina boys.
North Carolinians.
Now, fortunately, I do have their questions for you. So, based on their score, you guys need a perfect... Actually, no. The titles don't change hands on a tie, on a draw. So, you only need the same score, really, to retain.
All right, let's ride.
Let's do this.
But a perfect score would be nice.
Yeah, it would be.
Okay.
Do this.
First question. WWF Capital Carnage had the infamous mixed tag match with Sable and Jacqueline. Who were their tag team partners?
Mark Merrow.
Yep. Who did Jacqueline have?
Jacqueline was with Mark Merrow.
That's so. Then who did Sable leave and go with?
No, Edge was SummerSlam.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure it wasn't the other way around?
Yeah, it was Merrow and Jacqueline. 100% confident.
I'm 100. Yeah, I was about to say I'm 100% about Mark Merrow, but I'm always looking at him for the whole fucking Sable side. Who the fuck else did Sable manage?
I'm in 2 minds.
What do you anything?
Edge. No, Edge was SummerSlam 98. I remember that. Christian.
Capital Carnage?
Yeah, Capital Carnage.
This is old as fuck, though.
Yeah, wasn't this the one with Vinnie Jones?
Yeah.
And Pat Patterson red carded him.
That's it, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
I remember Christian has definitely sprung to mind. Go on the limit.
Why is Christian not? Why do I feel like it is some fucking tag team dorkerino? Well, fuck, hold on. Who else was okay? So this was what 97, 99, 90, 97, 99, 98?
98.
98. Okay.
Oh, this is bugging me.
98. Fucking I want what that sounds fucking stupid. My dumb ass wants to say fucking like Farouk. I'm like, that's not right.
Oh man, this is bugging me.
Who the fuck else could have? Okay. Not the Hardys, because the Hardys had what's her face, Terry Reynolds.
All right. So Mark Merrill's locked in, so we're just looking for Sable's partner.
I have a question.
You're sticking with Christian?
I'm gonna have to fucking lean on you, dude, because I can't think of anybody else. It's not Edge. I'm really trying to picture like even young Edge with Sable, and it just doesn't. I don't see it. Christian just doesn't sound right. But you know what? He was fucking light heavyweight champ, and I don't remember that fucking shit at all.
X-Pac faced The Rock. I remember that.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't that vampire-looking motherfucker in that show?
Gangrel.
Gangrel?
No, not Gangrel. The other one, the big, tall-looking motherfucker, black hair. Can't remember anything. Probably he was part of the ministry.
Midian?
Dennis Knight. Yeah, that's before you got converted into Midian. I remember that. That was 99.
Too late in the game.
And then later on, he was running willy-nilly through the streets.
Hey, fuck it. I'll lean on you. We'll go Christian.
So Mark Merrow and Christian. It was Mark Merrow and everybody's favorite stepfather, Christian.
Yeah, baby.
You got close right away when you said Edge, and I completely forgot that she even aligned herself with Edge or Christian.
Yeah, it was 98 because that was Edge's first pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Banging stuff.
Well, dude, what? Okay, really? You have to throw me a hard. I mean, I know I gave him NFL questions, but can you fucking not?
Well, this one may be a little bit more up your street. Question 2. At TNA Global Impact 3, Jeff Hardy successfully defended the TNA World Heavyweight Championship against which New Japan star?
This rings a bell.
Okado? No.
Global Series 3.
Might be my Ninja Okado.
You know your Japanese wrestling, though. I'm leaning with you.
Well, because we're talking TNA, and if I remember correctly, TNA, they had Shinsuke, they had Okada, they had Tanahashi.
I only watched TNA at this period too, and I don't even remember this pay-per-view.
Tanahashi. They had a young Naito, a mad-ass young Naito. They had Okada. Who else did they have? Was any of the old heads over there? What was the pay-per-view again?
Global Impact 3.
Oh, fuck. So that's like 08?
2011?
Maybe even sooner?
Yeah, when was Jeff Hardy TNA World Champion?
2011. To the 10-10-10. It must have been before Genesis, because I remember he lost the title to Ken Anderson.
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 I always got to do the two Andersons.
Attaboy. Fucking hell. Come on. Okay. Who would have won the fucking TNA championship? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Pause.
Jeff successfully defended it.
He successfully. Oh, pause. Okay. I was about to say. Had my brain flipped sideways for a second there. I was about to say, I was like, well, Kurt technically was. But nope, that ain't working. Okay. So he successfully defended it against somebody from Japan. And I really want to fucking stick with Naito. But I really don't want to be wrong either.
I'm only sticking with you because
I'm really trying to think. So like here's my thought process. It's like Because again, I know I always make fun of the Okado, because I know I always make fun of that. I know well of Naito's run. I'm pretty sure Tanahashi went too, but I'm also not 100 because if this was 2011, this was right during his rise. And you know what I mean? Like, this is during when this was when Tanahashi was coming ace of New Japan. So, fucking shit. Because it's the boys. I think they want to fuck with me. I'm gonna go with Okado.
Locking that in.
Yeah, let's go with that.
All right.
I'd be Naito.
Which one you going with?
Fuck.
I'm gonna go whatever I'm gonna go.
Fuck. Okay, I was just saying.
It's the DDT question all over again.
It is the DDT question all over again. No, I'm gonna. I really don't remember Okada getting any real push. I remember him being like a mid card guy. So I'll stick with Naito.
Naito. All right. Yeah. It is definitely somebody you've already mentioned.
Mm.
And it was, as you said, a very young Tetsuya Naito.
Fuck yeah!
2 points.
Go, my brother.
7 to go to retain, at least. Question 3. Oh, man. Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert defeated Terry Funk at Super Summer Sizzler Spectacular for the title of what?
Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert.
That's a very obscure question. Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert defeated Terry Funk at Super Summer Sizzler Spectacular for the title of what? What was he called after winning the match?
Oh. What was he called after the match? Oh, bet. So this isn't a fucking belt match. This is a fucking
It's a name match. Like King of the Ring.
Death match is that? Because that was Cactus Jack.
But Terry Funk was the death match guy. He was also a death match guy. But it's Eddie Gilbert. That's Eddie Gilbert. I don't remember Eddie Gilbert being a hardcore guy. But this also sounds. I'm trying to put my finger if this is AWA or NWA. Summer Sizzling Spectacular sounds like a fucking AWA show if I've ever heard of one.
I'm looking it up myself. Obviously, in case anybody hasn't realized, these are not my questions.
Yeah, for real.
I can tell.
Fucking Eddie Gilbert. Eddie, motherfucker, where were you, Eddie? Where were you?
This was like NWA or AWA. You're blushing.
He's got a crush on you.
He's logging to 2K. I forgot to
damn.
Daily log.
I mean, I probably should mention this as well. It's not in the question, but the match type was a Texas Chain Match Massacre for the title of blah blah blah.
For the title of Leatherface. If I'm not mistaken, that was what I'm thinking about here, because it's. I want to say it was. Again, I can't fucking remember if AWA or NWA did it, but there was a fucking there was a goddamn. It was a fucking chainsaw match, or exactly what you're talking about. I think it's this exact match where the winner became Leatherface for Halloween or some bullshit like that, some stipulation. Because I swear to God, for a small run in NWA, yeah, it was NWA. Yeah, it was NWA. What? God damn it. Maybe it was NWA. That where fucking Leatherface was actually a dude. But it was also played by a handful of different people. It wasn't just Terry Funk.
Oh. But definitely wasn't WCW.
No, this would have been pre-WCW.
Is it something mad? Like ECW?
No, this is going. If my brain is where I think I am right now, I'm early 80s. We're not in the 70s, we're early 80s. This is the peak of horror movies. If I'm not, again, I'm stuck on the fucking Leatherface thing. Stuck on it.
I think it's something mad. So obviously the match style suits me like an extreme sort of thing. AWA or ECW, because ECW always sounds extreme and they're always up to mad shit.
But I don't remember Eddie Gilbert ECW. You got to listen to that name. It's We're talking about Eddie Gilbert. This is not a young fella. Just because Terry Funk was a hardcore legend doesn't mean he was, EC dub through and through. We got, telling you this is old head shit. This is why they put this on here, because they know I know the old head shit. Fuck. This is almost as bad as these fucking goddamn Von Erich questions.
Yeah. The one that caught us off guard. Fucking hell.
I'm looking at the negative and I'm looking at the positive. It's either very obvious and I am right on the nail and it being the Leatherface gimmick, or Chainsaw Charlie, that gimmick too. But then again, I'm pretty sure that was just a WWE thing.
Chainsaw Charlie was definitely WWE.
So
definitely not WCW.
No.
Nowhere near WCW. Was Terry Funk even in WCW?
I'm really trying to think.
No.
I want to say no. New Japan, no. His Japanese run was All Japan.
I think it's
like war.
Once I give you the answer and tell you where it was and when it was, it's all going to make a lot of sense.
I'm going to go something mad. ECW.
You say it's EC dub, but the question is where is the title? Like what title did they win? You said it was a chainsaw death match?
A Texas Chain Match Massacre was the match type, and the winner became named something.
I'm gonna go on record. I'm gonna go something mad. ECW. But obviously, I'm gonna listen to your opinion as well, my tag partner.
But that's what I'm saying. Though, what name did they win? ECW? That's not a name to win.
So it's not the title belt that won.
No. It's what title did they win? They won a fucking sounds like a gimmick. They won a gimmick.
Kind of.
Or maybe it was fucking craziest motherfucker ever. I don't know.
This is a pet coon.
I'm fucking stuck. I'm stuck on Leatherface.
Well, you've got a 2-question safety net, so I mean, you could either throw something wild and obscure out there or skip this one.
You positive Chainsaw Charlie was just WWE?
Yes.
Say it was for the name of Leatherface.
All right, you're going. The winner became Leatherface.
Sure.
All right. Well, you were kind of right with NWA, and you were kind of right with ECW. It was very early ECW, NWA Eastern Championship Wrestling in the early 90s.
See, later than I thought.
So Eddie Gilbert defeated Terry Funk by touching all 4 turnbuckles and became known as, where is ECW famously from?
Philadelphia.
The King of Philadelphia.
Oh, okay. That's one I would never
Once
guessed.
you know all that information, it makes sense.
Yeah, super early EC dub. Okay, I got you.
I also got to point out there was another match on this card where Miss Peaches defeated Terrible Tigra in a catfight humiliation match.
Terrible Tigra. Terrible
Basically,
Tigra.
It sounds like it was a bra and panties match.
It sounds like it exactly. That's exactly what it was. All the bras and the panties.
All right. So you still got 2 out of 10, and we've still got the 5 questions to go. Next question. 5, 6, 7. 6.
7.
Wait. Oh, we got 10. We got 10 questions, right? Oh, you still got 7 questions.
Only 3.
What's gonna say?
Okay. Next question. Brock Lesnar and Sean Stasiak defeated the Hardy Boys in under 7 minutes at Insurrection 2002. True or false?
Right.
True.
And what was the timing?
Brock and
under
Sean
7
Stasiak
minutes.
defeated the Hardys in under 7 minutes. True or false?
Under 7 minutes. Well, Lesnar was a killer in 2002. I don't recall that match going on for long.
But Sean Stasiak, but 7 minutes against the Hardys in 02. Again, against the Hardys in 02. I don't know.
And Brock randomly teaming with Sean Stasiak.
Stasiak.
Meat.
Stasiak was so.
It said meat.
That whole gimmick where he kept trying to attack The Rock and just kept running into walls was hilarious.
I think he was having, who was it? Marlena and Jacqueline by his side, shagging him.
Oh, PMS, yeah.
PMS, yeah.
Oh, fucking hell.
All right. True or false that Brock and Sean Stasiak won the match in under 7 minutes, defeated the Hardy Boys?
You were very confident on that. True, you were, Bob.
True.
True?
I'll go true.
The match was under 7 minutes. It was 6 minutes, 42 seconds.
Super
but
close.
It was the Hardys that won.
Oh, shit.
Oh, because they pinned Stasiak, didn't
I
they?
think they pinned Stasiak and then Brock just beat everybody up.
Oh, yeah. Brock.
Hey, we're sticking on 2. No more safety net. This means you have to get every question right from here on in. Next question. I think we've mentioned this recently. Who defeated Rikishi to become King of the Ring in 2000?
Kurt Angle.
I'm not disagreeing
Confident.
with that. That sounds about right.
Kurt Angle, confident.
Straight in there with that one. And yes, it was Kurt Angle. And then, of course, he tried to repeat King of the Ring the following year before Shane screwed him.
God damn it, Shane.
All right, you're on 3. Next question needs a little bit of math work. How many people have won the King of the Ring? How many different people?
Oh, great.
Owen, Abel, Austin, Triple H. Does this even count the crap ones that was before the one just gone by? King and Queen of the Ring.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Okay, well, hold on. How many do you fucking know? Because so Owen Hart, I'm trying to go as early back as can be. And it started in what, the 80s?
Yeah, let me just double check that this includes pre-pay-per-view King of the Ring.
Say, that's before pre-live events.
I'm really trying to think here.
I know if the order from 93 to 2002 without.
Yeah, it does include pre-pay-per-views. So in the 80s as well.
Well, Haku, definitely, then, because he was known as King Haku, wasn't he?
King Haku is 1. Jim Duggan is the original, if I'm not mistaken.
Bret Hart.
Bret Hart, Owen Hart, that's in the 90s.
Didn't Bret win
started in 85. Started in 80. Is it 85 or 83?
Didn't Bret win it twice?
Bret did win it twice.
Bret won it twice. So, I'll know the ones from 93 to 2002. Bret, Owen, Mabel, Austin, Triple H, Shamrock, Billy Gunn, Angle, Edge, Brock Lesnar. Sheamus, Bad News Barrett, Xavier Woods, Gunther, the most recent.
What do you want? 14?
Oh, yeah, it doesn't include Queen. It's just the Kings.
Regal, that's another one.
What do you want? What was that, 15 or 16?
I'll stack it. So, confident with Haku. Confident with Duggan. Brad, Owen, Mabel, Austin, Triple H, Shamrock, Billy Gunn.
Yes.
Angle, Edge, Lesnar. Regal. Sheamus. Wade Barrett.
Yep.
Booker T.
Booker T. Can't forget King Booker.
King Booker.
King Booker. I love that gimmick.
I'm on 17, but I don't feel like that's enough.
Xavier Woods. Did Nakamura win it? Because he came King Nakamura. King Corbin.
Yes, King Corbin.
And Gunther was the most recent. I know we're gonna miss one, aren't we?
We got Baron Corbin. We got Brock Lesnar. We got Owen Brett.
Abel.
Who else in the fucking early 80s won the fucking thing?
That's my worry.
Oh, fuck.
Again, that's harsh putting it way before then, before the premium live events. I don't know.
So Duggan?
Okay, I don't think
Come
this
on,
is going to affect the answer because they didn't do it every single year. So I will tell you the first one was in 1985.
Okay, good. I'm glad I was right on that part for my brain factor.
Man.
They did skip a couple of years.
It did?
A few times they skipped a couple of years, yeah.
Hogan never won it, didn't he?
No. Didn't King Kong Bundy win it?
No. That was just I think that was just a gimmick name.
He was a runner-up. 1 year.
Bam Bam was a run-up in 93. Bam Bam's so underrated.
Oh, fuck. Randy Savage. Forgot about Randy Savage.
Yeah,
fucking,
what number are we on now?
I think we're on 19.
Let's start the count. So Haku, Duggan.
Fuck.
Savage.
Who else won it in the fucking Don Morocco?
I think Morocco was one.
Who else had a fucking king gimmick in the 80s?
I was going to say, think of Kings.
When the fuck did Harley Race go to WWF? Did he fucking... God damn it. When the fuck did Harley Race go? When did Harley Race go? Harley Race was in the fucking 80s.
It was mid-80s Harley Race, wasn't it?
Did he win King of the Ring, though?
I'm not sure. When he went back to NWA in the 90s, wasn't it?
He had to have won it, though. I swear to God. I'm picturing everybody with, the stupid WWE thing where they have all the pictures of the guys. I'm envisioning every different one of them dudes with the crown.
That's what I'm doing. I'm just going to count from what we've gone with. So Haku.
Go ahead.
So Haku, Duggan, Morocco, Savage, Brett, Owen, Mabel, Austin, Triple H, Shamrock. That's 10.
Mm-hmm.
Billy Gunn, Kurt Angle, Edge, Brock Lesnar, William Regal. That's 15. Wade Barrett, Booker T, King Corbin. But the thing is, I don't know whether Nakamura won the King of the Ring. I think he just beat Corbin, I think, to become King Nakamura. Xavier Woods.
Wait a minute. No, because Nakamura, wasn't that Finn that won it, not Nakamura?
No.
Didn't Finn win it in Saudi Arabia?
Don't think. I know Xavier Woods definitely won it because he was King Woods, didn't he? And Gunther's the most recent.
Yep.
I think there's like 1 or 2 missing. So it's 20 at the minute.
But did you count Savage? In Morocco?
Yes.
Okay.
It's 20. Oh, we're going to miss one, aren't we?
Ted DiBiase, 21. Because he fucking, if I want to, he won it too. 21. I want to say 21. I can't think of nobody else, dude. Nobody else. If there's somebody else in the 80s we missed, either I got somebody wrong in the wrong time, or because the only other guy I could think of is like Tito Santana. I think maybe he won King of the Ring. But 21 sounds perfect. I don't see more than 21. And yes, I know that it was happening from 85 to fucking recent, but I want to say they took a fucking major stint off for like 8 years, and then started it back up when Austin won it.
I think I'll go with that then.
21. We need it.
You want to be unlucky 21.
You going with 21?
The power of the blackjack. We need you.
Blackjack City.
You should have added Tito Santana.
Oh, fuck.
It was 22.
Damn it.
Yeah, Brett did win it twice, 91 and 93. Don Morocco was the first. Somehow you almost got there, but Jim Duggan never won it, and Haku never won it. But you almost got the right number.
With the Royal Rumble?
Yeah, Jim Duggan won the first Rumble.
That's what it is.
Haku did technically become king after Harley Race was written off TV. So he took his crown, but technically he didn't win the King of the Ring. So there was 22 out of 23 tournaments. Brett won it twice, which means you cannot match Cypher and Travis's score. But let's just see how close you would have got with the rest of the questions. Next one, Jeff. Actually, we've just mentioned this last week, I think. Jeff Jarrett has won the most King of the Mountain matches ever. How many?
I've lost anyway, so maybe I was just guess.
How many would there have been? King of the Mountain.
I'm sure we mentioned this last week.
King of the Mountain.
There's been, holy shit, there's been 12. Actually, 13 because we had a women's one too.
Oh, great.
A Queen of the Mountain, theoretically.
Yeah, which was won by Jordan Grace.
I think he's got to win at least half of them because obviously he had all the power in TNA in his early days.
Trying to look up how many King of the Mountain matches there's been without trying to find a winner, and that's not helping me.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Sorry, I just put the phone back down.
He's won.
I want to say like 5, but that sounds like way too fucking many. Because, well, then again, I also have this utter hatred for Jeff Jarrett, so any wins for him is too many for me.
Spend my day working.
4, 5, 7, 9, 12, 47. 47 King of the Mountain. I'm just kidding. Fuck it. We should have added one more. We're going to subtract 1. Let's go with 4.
4. You should have subtracted 1 more. It was 3.
Oh, damn it.
He's been in 4 matches, though, but he lost one of them.
I figured he would have been in all of them.
Was it?
Fucking bastard.
Next question would have been at Slammiversary 2018. Sami Callihan lost his hair due to losing to which luchador in a mask versus hair match?
Honestly, that was Penta.
What's that saying?
Yeah, it was Pentagon.
Yeah, it was like I remember that was during the fucking Lucha Underground.
Or
right after. Sorry.
Well, we already know the answer to this one because we just got it. Who was the first ever King of the Ring winner? Don Morocco.
Don Morocco. My bad. Wrong fucking tournament.
Rumble. Duggan won the Rumble.
Rumble.
And final question would have been Baron Corbin made his first televised debut in WWE in what year?
Oh shit, I was there.
He was
I was fucking there.
NXT 2015. I know he was a killer in NXT.
Not NXT though. He said fucking.
Well, I include NXT, yeah.
Oh fuck! All right.
Does he have the was like the
Lone Wolf?
The Lone Wolf with the motorbike as well, wasn't he? Oh, I thought that emphasis was sick.
Yeah, it was.
NXT 2016. I'll go with.
No, that seems way late. Seems way late.
He was on the main roster in 2017, I think.
Yeah, I go to SmackDown.
He had that horrendous gimmick at the end of 2018. This is when SmackDown Live became unbearable. Thank God for Black and Gold at the time.
2016. Let's go with it. That sounds. I'm over here underestimating myself.
Yeah, take more numbers off. 2013.
Ah, see, I knew it was before.
So in the end, yep. Cypher and Travis Anderson are the new tag team champions. Turns out it wasn't that close, but man, those are some tricky questions.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get him back.
Oh, trippy.
We'll get him back, baby.
Yeah, this means Cypher now joins Moses as the only 2-time tag team champions.
Hey.
Mission fail. We'll get him next time. We will get them back, my man.
People get the wrong impression about Max Wrestling Podcast. We're a non-violent form of entertainment. We never use sex to enhance our image. As podcasters, we understand the importance of being positive role models. We're wholesome, family, entertainment.
You son of a bitch!
The 40-year-old fucking virgin.
Oh, you fucking did.
We're trying to make the world a better place for mankind.
Max Wrestling has a new attitude.
Get it?
Then it's probably not for you to get.
This is your Max Wrestling Overseer once again, sending my best wishes to Mr. Beer in the Knowledge Championship match tonight, and also to announce that at Money Shot, we will see the return of the Champions Mountain for the Knowledge Championship. So best of luck to whoever wins.
Welcome back to the Cap and Mo show along with Beer this week. This is your captain, and make sure you are liking and subscribed on YouTube. Follow us everywhere, and for all the information that you need, go to maxwrestlingnet.weebly.com.
That's right, make them clicks happen. And still to come, the Knowledge Championship will be on the line. My man Beer has a chance to get some gold back on his shoulder. And we also get to see Chris Reid stepping into the cage against myself. Let's see how the fuck that thing goes. But first, it's double predictions week, so let's take it night one. Let's start with tomorrow night's TNA Against All Odds.
Oh.
Pay-per-view predictions.
And we don't have the best of luck predicting TNA pay-per-views,
Fuck
but
no,
there's a lot of matches here that could go either way. So let's get into it. There's 7 matches, one of them being the pre-show, which is Sami Callihan versus the Octopus, Jonathan Gresham.
That's a hard call.
This is a fucking pre-show match.
Yeah, for me, Gresham recently came back and he's been more of a silent assassin type of wrestler. So I think he's on the verge of not in the midst of a push. So I'm going with Gresham.
I like that, in the midst. Gresham seems like the way to go. You know what I mean?
Oh, Gresham. Good because he shares the first name with me. So
hey, there you go.
My man,
brothers.
Also, both would not say no to Jordan Grace.
As well.
Hey, how you doing? Okay,
all right,
I'll rasp before, I promise.
It's probably going to go in the match order that's listed. So let's go Eric Young and Josh Alexander versus ABC, Ace Austin and Chris Bay.
See, now you done bring out the team that I love too much that I can never say fucking no to. These guys, I swear to God, they always lose when I don't want them to lose. They always win when I think they're finally going to lose. Oh, God. It's Josh Alexander, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where I'm driving at. It's Josh Alexander. But Eric Young is...
Tends to put people over now, doesn't he?
Well,
I'll go ABC.
Yeah.
There's been a little bit of tension between ABC lately. So, again, it could go either way. But I don't think they're quite ready to pull the turn trigger yet, so I'll go with ABC too.
Yeah, I think I might be in that boat with y'all, just because it's their issues have not been something of new. You know what I mean? They've always had a little ego issue with each other. That's what happens when you put two awesome singles guys in the same fucking conversation.
Ace Austin's always had an ego.
Fuck yeah.
We got Steve Macklin and Mike Santana versus the Rascals. A lot of tag team matches on this show.
Mike Santana has been trying to do something on TNA television for as long as he's been there.
Mm-hmm.
And the Rascals, I don't fucking think they're really getting too much of a push.
I think they're going to be ones I'll be jumping to be in the NXT thing. I think they'll join up with Wesley.
Yeah,
that'd be freaking cool.
I don't necessarily think that means they need a win, though.
Yeah,
And
same.
I think Santana needs to push more because he's recently come back.
Yeah, I'll go Santana. And who's his teammate?
Jeremy Macklin.
Steve Macklin.
Oh, Steve Macklin.
Yeah.
Mr. Perazzo.
Macklin.
There you go, that guy.
Santana. Mr. John Perazzo. Damn bastard.
Yeah, lucky son bitch.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, damn it.
Okay, this one may be a little bit easier to predict. Mustafa Ali versus Trent Seven for the X Division title.
My man.
Jesus Christ.
Ali. My man.
Look, I love Ali to death. I do. I'm also a massive Trent Seven fan, and I wish he would pick up a dub here, but it ain't gonna happen. Because again, we talked about it beautifully. This guy's on a fucking lightning course. He ain't getting off it. He's the man.
Love Trent Seven, but Ali's unstoppable.
Ali. I would just pay anything to see him and Javon Evans in a match. I just pay him.
Said, sign me up. He did, Mr. Beard.
Oh, sign me up. Or Wesley. Just sign me the fuck up.
Okay, second title match of the night. The Systems, Brian Myers and Eddie Edwards defending the tag team titles against the Nemeth Brothers.
What was I just talking about? Who was I just talking about? The Nether Brothers. Now they're all over the goddamn television, get a shot at the tag team championships of the world.
And I absolutely smell a title change.
And that's I was leaning the same exact way. It's strike while the iron is hot, as they like to say. Now, again, we are shit at fucking predicting TNA. So watch them like break up or something. But no, I'm gonna go with the Nemeth Brothers.
Yeah. Obviously, there's a reason that Nick Nemeth went to TNA. He didn't win the world title, so it makes sense for him to win the tag team titles. I don't think he's ever won a tag title with his brother. And also, the System have had them for a while now.
Had he ever won tag title, period? Did he ever win tag title in WWE?
As Dolph, I want to say he did, but I can't think who with.
That's what I'm pretty sure he did, but again, yeah, I don't know with whom.
Bobby Roode. Dirty Dogs.
Oh, yeah, of course. The Dirty Dogs.
Duh.
I fucking love that tag team.
I miss Rude as a wrestler, but great producer so far.
He's been killing it.
Okay, we got only 2 matches left. We got to get through these predictions quick because obviously we just did the trivia and we got a lot more to get through too. And we got another pay-per-view. So, open challenge for Jordan Grace's Knockouts title. How crazy would it be if it's Roxanne Perez?
Doubt it.
Doubt it, but it'd be crazy.
Going to be Tatum Paxley or Natalia for me. I can't see it being Roxy unless Jordan's going to get that win back. But I'll go Jordan, no matter what.
We also saw Ash by Elegance make her NXT debut.
That's right.
I swear I've seen her somewhere before.
Not get over.
Oh. There was a time when I really liked Dana Brooke.
I thought it was Giselle Shaw at first, and I remember it's Dana Brooke, isn't it? That's
Dana Brooke.
Vic Joseph botched it. He went Dana Brooke. Oh, Ash by Elegance. I was like, Vic, you botched it, man.
Oh, jeez. I'll be honest, I didn't recognize her at first either.
I didn't, to be fair.
Oh. She
Even
slimmed down a lot.
Yeah, good for her.
She's
But
he's Tony Storm from Wish.
Fucked up.
Yeah, I don't know who decided to go with this Ash by Elegance gimmick, but I don't think it's working.
I want to say Sean, but I also want to give Sean the benefit of the doubt here.
I'm going. If it's on the it's gonna be Tatum or Natalia. I would love to see Natalia though, because she says she always wanted to face Jordan Grace, but I think that would probably be a match of the night candidate. But I think I'm gonna go Jordan.
Do we definitely think it's gonna be somebody from NXT or just an indie darling or a free agent?
No, NXT.
There is going to be talks that it's someone from NXT because the way Tatum Paxley eyed up that TNA title, that Battleground.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Tatum Paxley from NXT, but it's going to be Jordan. 100%.
Yeah, no matter who it is, I'm not going TBA. Jordan's got to retain.
Absolutely.
Jordan, 100%.
I've also seen people complaining that she lost to Roxanne.
People are going to complain about this one.
But she didn't lose clean. Like we just said, there was outside interference, so she was kind of protected.
Speaking of that, I need a rant in a bit, actually.
Oh, yeah, I meant to say, I'm gonna give her points later too. We'll get to that. Final match to predict. Moose defending the TNA World title against Broken Matt Hardy.
Oh,
yes.
Ooh. Well, Matt Hardy.
I think it's kind of obvious. They need, as they were saying with TK, they need the faces to push for the network. Congratulations, this is your face to push for the network. Matt Hardy, broken, old as fuck. Matt Hardy will be new TNA champion.
It is also his second attempt at Moose since he came back to TNA, and Moose won the title, of course, at what was the pay-per-view when they rebranded?
Hard to Kill.
Hard to Kill, yeah. So that was like the start of the year. So he's been champion almost half a year. It's a decent reign.
Long enough.
I'll go.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna go with Moose, but when you mentioned like TNA trying to make new partnerships, it makes sense to go with a recognizable name like Matt.
And then you can already spin that crap right into the fucking NXT or whatever. There you go.
Yeah.
That would be sick. Especially.
Oh, geez. Picture Broken Matt turning him up in NXT as the TNA World Champion.
It's a possibility.
But let's go with Broken Matt. Who the fuck? We forget his name already. The new booker for TNA because it's not Scott D'Amore.
Exactly.
He's probably going to fuck us over. Yeah, not Scott.
He's apparently still under contract with Anthem until 2025, so he can't go
Scott D'Amore
or AEW till 2025. Which sucks, because I'd have loved, even wherever Scott D'Amore goes, you're going to have bangers.
Yeah.
I'll end up in AEW.
Actual.
Anthem fucked
Passionate
up.
man.
All right, then. That is all of TNA's Against All Odds predicted. It is, of course, tomorrow night. Hey, why the fuck did they do pay-per-views on a Friday?
They're idiots.
I'll watch.
Don't they know we do this show on a Thursday?
Bastards.
Only gives us 24 hours to predict it. But anyway, before we get into more matches, let's recap this past week's AEW and kicking off with El Jefe's Rampage report.
This is Rampage, baby. This is show that y'all been waiting on. Adrenaline pumping your chest. This is Rampage, yeah.
All right. Let's jump into the Rampage report. So again, Penta opens up the show, this time defeating that guy Andy Williams with a Fear Factor. Later on, the Acclaim beat a bunch of Jahoobs. Max Caster wins with the mic drop. We got the Gates of Agony looking absolutely strong. Loving this team. They defeated Private Party with the dual power bomb. And Juice is loose as the Juice and the Guns defeated another bunch of Jahoobs. Again, remember, this is Rampage, so there's going to be lots of Jahoobs jobbers. And he pretty much did all the work, looked absolutely excellent. He's draped in gold, can barely look anywhere, but yet he's still the most charismatic bastard in that entire group. And in the main event, and in a good one at that, Mina Shirakawa defeated Serena D with a figure 4 driver. Yeah, a figure 4 driver. Mira Shirakawa, I should say, should be getting very soon. So that was part 1 of this week's AEW recap. I'll be back later for some Dynamite, but y'all know the gimmick. We got it's time to get on that course with the captain. It's time for the collision course.
Collision kicked off with FTR versus Claudio Castagnoli and Wheeler Yuta, but it ends in a time limit draw as Claudio has Cash Wheeler in the Rings of Saturn. Dax Harwood asked for 5 more minutes and the Blackpool Combat Club agrees. However, Brandon Cutler comes out on behalf of the Young Bucks with the match contract, which states that this match was only scheduled for 20 minutes, not 25. Cutler then received a giant swing from Claudio, followed by a shatter machine from FTR. Backstage, Kyle O'Reilly talks about his match with Orange Cassidy before the Kingdom interrupt, and Roderick Strong says he can offer advice since he's beaten Orange twice. However, O'Reilly turns him down. Chris Statlander defeated Robin Renegade with Saturday Night Fever, and after the match, Stokely Hathaway announces that Statlander is the first woman in the Owen Hart Tournament Cup tournament. Backstage, Willow Nightingale responds and says she's also entering the tournament. Dustin Rhodes defeated Johnny TV with the final cut. After the match, Dustin addresses Jack Perry and says he's disgusted at him for joining the Elite, and he hasn't sacrificed shit because he was born with a silver spoon in his mouth and has never worked a day in his life. In a video package from New Japan, Zack Sabre Jr. challenges Orange Cassidy to a rematch at Forbidden Door. The Premier athletes squash Trent Jordy and Dante Leon. Toni Storm defeated Lady Frost with Storm Zero, and after the match, she comforts Mariah May as she's caught in between Toni and Mina Shirakawa. She then volunteers Mariah for the Owen Hart tournament. It's announced that Lee Moriarty and Action Andretti will face each other next week on Collision for a spot in the Forbidden Door ladder match. And Katsuyori Shibata is the cameraman for Samoa Joe and Hook's segment. Joe gives him grief about lacrosse before they charge into the Premier Athletes locker room and beat the hell out of him. Shibata tells Sterling that there's no crying in wrestling. And in the main event, Daniel Garcia defeated Tate Mayfairs with the Red Cross. Well, we're about to predict Clash at the Castle this week, so no Raw recap, but let's jump into Beer's NXT round.
All right, let's jump into the last night on Dynamite. So Swerve Strickland opens up the show, fires shots directly at Will Ospreay, saying that he is a target you do not want to hesitate. He is then interrupted by the Elite, as he was talking shit about him. They fire shots. He started shots at the Young Bucks. That's when they challenge the 5 challenge or whatever for the blood and guts that's going to happen. They offer to have Swerve join. Do you want to join the champions? You want to have be our 5th man? He says no, pretty much. And they're like, well, too bad you just caught the bug, the injury bug. Fucking dumbest dad joke I've ever heard in my life. That's when the Acclaim come out, make the save, and Christopher Daniels comes in like a fucking very skinny version of Triple H. No, get out of my ring. And I'm like, I can't take him seriously right now. Give it a few more weeks, and perhaps I will. So Jack Perry ends up hanging out, and this first match had way more blood than absolutely necessary, but then again, it had a Rhodes in it. And no, not that one. Dustin Rhodes. So he gets busted open super early on. They even expose like concrete and work over it. Jack Perry ends up beating a bloodied Dustin Rhodes with a glass jaw knee strike and advances in the TNT ladder match. That happens Forbidden Door. We go backstage with Renee, Kyle O'Reilly, Mark Briscoe, and Orange Cassidy are all back there, and this is a fucking wild one. Willow Nightingale has Orange Cassidy's back. Walks in, proving that he has his back, and then fucking Mark Briscoe just goes hamburglar. He's all, dude, we got a constellation or something or whatever, and even fucking Kyle's like,
literally everybody around him was just amazed by what that promo.
The best part about this promo is my wife looks at me and like, what's his problem? I said, he's a Sussex County chicken. She just shook her head because there is no explanation for Mark Briscoe. He's just the goddamn man. Bruce absolutely schmurders a fucking Jahoob with the horns. He tries to continue the assault after the match. That's when MJF makes the save, triggers a brawl that spills into the back. They're beating freaking all these security guards left and right. They're slamming each other through tables. They're literally brawls going forever. This is the classic got to keep them away from each other build that WWE does, and it's working beautifully. I cannot wait for them to finally come to blows. The Don Callis family defeats Team Cassidy as Kyle Fletcher gets the win on Mark Briscoe. This was actually a really good match. The family then continue to assault before Willow, of all people, comes out, or at least her music interrupts, but we see Chris Statlander drag her out onto the stage and continues the beatdown. So it looks like we got another big, probably multi-man, intergender kind of match happening at the pay-per-view. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Backstage again, Renee is talking with Rey Fenix as he prepares for his match with Will Ospreay. And then that's when we get Shingo Takagi being announced as a part of the Owen Hart Cup. And I could not be more excited. The Japanese Dragon comes to America. Christopher Daniels, doing the best announcing that he can, says that the Elite will have title eliminator matches next week with all parties banned from ringside. So it's just like back in Japan. There is no outside interference. Samoa Joe and Hook get the weirdest fucking intro music I've ever heard, all thanks to Shibata in these super neon green shoes. They go out there and beat the Pyramid athletes with dual chokes. And Shibata is working the camera like a crazy mofo. They celebrate after, talking about how good of a trios they can be. Mercedes Moné finally looks good in her AEW career, defeating Zeus with the moneymaker to retain the TBS championship. The only reason why this match looked any good is because the only real style that fucking Mercedes can work is Lucha Libre. And if you can't fucking wrestle Lucha Libre with one of the best fucking luchadoras in all of fucking Mexico, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to fucking tell you. Backstage, Renee interviews Toni Storm about her match with Mina Shirakawa. Mariah May informs her that Mina will be on Dynamite next week for the contract signing. We also got like a nice little video package from her and doing all these cool pop words like sexy and shit. Just, obviously angering people on the internet, these bastards. Oh God, this stupid thing. So the learning tree, Jericho's TV time happens, and out comes Private Party, and Jericho is criticizing them on their wrestling style and their lack of wins. Private Party tricked Jericho into climbing the ropes. That's when they fucking smash him down, and I laughed my ass off. And all of a sudden, they literally, because Big Bill and Brian Keith are outside the ring when this happens. He's all, "This is how you climb the ropes. I'm going to show you how Owen Hart taught me how to climb the ropes." And I'm dying at this whole part. Then he fucking eats it. So obviously we're going to get a match between these guys at some point. This is the only time I will ever accept the Chris Jericho TV time bullshit. Like, as long as he gets hurt, you can have the segment all you fucking want. Backstage, the Bang Bang Gang challenged the House of Black to a match on Collision, and the juice is loose, and he's crazier than ever. God, I love this guy. Daddy Magic on commentary. We get Danny Garcia soundly defeating the giant Nick Camarado, who once looked like a big hairy man, now just looks extremely hairy. Let's see. Backstage, Pac then enters the Owen Hart Cup as well, reflecting on his recent failures. So hopefully he will be a nice stint in this tournament. I would love to see him and Shingo go at it. I think it would be awesome. And then in the main event, with Swerve Strickland looking on from the front row, Will Ospreay defeats Rey Fenix with a swerve stomp followed by a hidden blade to retain the International Championship. After the match, Swerve confronts Ospreay and verbally runs him down. But Swerve then turns to leave. Ospreay snatches his title, poses with both championships. Swerve tells Ospreay he's lucky they're still friends, takes his title back, and leaves. So obviously, history in the past. Hopefully a super great fucking match come at the end of the month at Forbidden Door. Still a little too early to pull that trigger, so I'm hoping for some chicanery so we can have another one.
Yeah. That was so smooth how he snatched that belt.
Oh, yeah. Will's the man.
He is an assassin. I think I said last week how much I kind of was starting to enjoy Jericho's gimmick. Not so much this week. It is a little bit hit and miss. But, like, Tony, if by some miracle you're listening, I think the best way to get this gimmick over is keep doing what you were doing last week. Just have Jericho walk up to random people backstage and give them shit advice. It was kind of funny.
But make sure he's yelling the whole time. Okay, thanks,
guys.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
You buy that
shirt. Dweeb. Fucking dweeb.
If you buy that shirt when we go to London, I'm just not going to sit with you. I'll sit on the other side of the fucking stands.
Hey, guys.
Seriously.
Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about this Dynamite. Yeah, MJF and Roosh. That brawl was great. Really sold me on the match. Can't wait for next week. MJF's in-ring return.
Fucking love it.
Opponent, put him with Roosh. Just to get him back into the swing of things.
Yeah.
It's hard hitting.
All right, then. On to another pay-per-view. We've covered AEW. We've covered NXT. We're not covering SmackDown and Raw this week because we are predicting Clash at the Castle, Scotland.
Pay-per-view predictions.
Which they have infamously charged ridiculous amounts of money for and not sold a whole bunch of tickets, but
Scotland.
And now they're in a really shit position where they haven't filled the stadium and they couldn't reduce the prices because they were that expensive to begin with. It would have pissed so many people off. So they backed themselves into a corner. I mean, I say stadium. It's not a stadium. It's an arena.
Is this like Braveheart?
Yeah.
I'm totally shell shocked when I saw the price. Even I was going to try to even attempt to go, and I saw the price. I went, no, you're all right, thanks. I could save it for all like.
Why they charge such extortionate prices for
once in a lifetime
not even a big pay-per-view. I'm sure most of the people that are going to Clash at the Castle went to Cardiff last year.
Probably.
I mean, it is a hell of a travel from Scotland to the south of Wales, but even for us, we live in fucking Wales. It's what, 3.5 hours to Cardiff?
3.5 down south.
It's not terrible.
I'm only ever willing to pay over the odds is for WrestleMania. That's the only time I'm ever willing to pay over the odds.
Yeah, if it was WrestleMania, I could maybe understand charging 3 figures for the nosebleeds.
What the fuck?
Oh yeah, they were in the hundreds for the nosebleeds.
Are we in the nosebleeds?
And like I said,
I could go to a
no,
game for cheaper than that.
We're like first tier up, and sort of like bang smack in the middle of the pitch.
Oh, that's fine.
Watch me go to fucking Luton Town instead of that shit for way cheaper, bastards.
In the words of Del Boy Trotter, sod Luton.
Big up Luton.
But yeah, let's get into Clash at the Castle. God knows how many freebies they're going to have to give out to fill the hydro. But, I mean, even TNA have filled the hydro. Yeah. You don't need to charge stupid money for it.
No.
All right, let's go with a triple threat for the women's tag team titles, Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. Air Jade, as we have coined them, and trademarked and copyrighted, versus Alba Fire and Isla Dawn and Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark.
Okay.
I mean, two minds.
Way before we heard the tragic news that came from Alba Fire this week, I thought they were going to go with Alba Fire and Isla Dawn anyway. Now I'm not so sure.
As long as Bianca or Jay don't take the fall, I might be the surprise one. I think, and then I'll go Alba and Isla, and I think they'll drop the belts back to Bianca and Jade at Money in the Bank.
Because my thinking was, if they're going to go with a title change, that would make sense of why it's a triple threat. So there's only 2 reasons they would go with a triple threat: to crown new champions and keep Air Jade looking strong, and not have them take the pin, or to have them win as just monsters.
Would it piss off the fans though?
No, but I mean,
that Alba and Isla not even being used on Raw. They weren't even used on SmackDown.
No, they weren't. They've only just become relevant on TV, and
exactly.
Obviously they're in Scotland, hometown, home field advantage.
I'm gonna go Alba and Isla.
Yeah, my gut is going stick with them, but my head's going, but what about Jade and Bianca?
I'm in the exact boat as that one right there, because it's like they just won these things not too long ago. I want to say 6-8 weeks ago, maybe 2 pay-per-views ago.
Yeah, Backlash. Yeah.
It's a little early. Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't she Scottish?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, with that being said, and also if I'm not mistaken, so is also Piper Niven. I don't know how many Scottish people you can actually have win.
Yeah.
I get it. It's not the Vince McMahon days, and we could probably get one win in, and the win should be the big one, which we'll talk about at the end. Should be the main event.
They've really tried with this. There's 3 title matches with Scottish people in it.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not a negative thing. I'm not trying to be negative about it. Yes, you can immediately do a quick turnaround and Money in the Bank for every single one of these titles. I just don't know if that's, again, you're charging a lot of goddamn money for the nosebleeds that ain't selling. So who are you popping? You know what I mean? Who are you popping besides the home viewers anyway? So as much as I want to go with the hometown crowd, I have to stick with Air Jade, just because, again, 2 months in.
Well, neither of you have helped me because you've both picked my two options.
Sticking with Alba and Isla.
I think it was going to be emotional for Alba Fire to win in Scotland to begin with, but I think it'd be even more emotional for her now after the week she's had. So, it'll be a hell of a feel good moment. I'll go with Alba Fire and Isla Dawn.
Be surprised if they don't win.
And again, like we said, they don't have to pin Bianca or Jade. And hopefully, we're building towards Bianca versus Jade at SummerSlam.
Yes.
Right. Oh.
I'm a cook.
So I'm just checking the tickets now too. There's 1,000 tickets left, so they're not that far off, really.
They'll sell them.
Right, I guess.
They'll sell them.
Okay. Let's. Ooh. Sami Zayn defending the Intercontinental title against Chad Gable.
Absolute no-brainer. Chad Gable.
It's time. Do it now.
It's time, baby.
Yeah. If he doesn't win, I'll be very, very surprised.
Yeah, you can't extend this another pay-per-view, even though Money in the Bank wouldn't be too far out. If I'm not mistaken, that wouldn't be the next one.
Money in the Bank is in first week of July.
So it's in less than 3 weeks.
Yeah, 3 weeks away.
It's on Heat Waves.
Yeah, no. You do it now. You extend it 3 more weeks. We don't give a fuck. Just saying.
Yeah, I'm going Chad. 1,000,000%.
I mean, they couldn't give it to Chad in Saudi Arabia because it was Sami Zayn. So it makes more sense.
This is Scotland.
To wait till now.
And just because he's a ginger don't mean shit.
Chad Gable. And the pop Otis is going to get when he turns on Chad Gable.
Oh.
Boom.
Please and thank you.
Oh,
I mean, okay, that's a full house for Chad. Let's go to the other Scottish lady going for a title, Piper Niven challenging Bayley for the WWE Women's title. I think they've really shut the bed on Bayley's title reign.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
They have done next to nothing with her.
I don't know how you do that, though.
No.
I mean, I remember us being beyond excited when she won it at Mania, and all of a sudden now it's been dreadful to say the least.
It's been all well. They had the Queen of the Ring, and it was just all Bianca and Jade, and then of course somebody from Raw won the Queen of the Ring, which means they didn't really have anything planned for the Women's Champion on SmackDown. So now we have Piper Niven, probably just because it's in Scotland.
Wait, was Nia Jax? Nia Jax was on.
Oh, Nia Jackson's SmackDown, yeah. Oh yeah, shit.
Gone through.
Well,
Raw.
Shows how much attention they paid to Bayley.
Hey.
So yeah, the winner obviously gets Nia Jax at SummerSlam, and
it's gotta be Bayley.
It's got to be Bayley to retain. I know Piper's also Scottish, but I don't think she's getting the home field win for this one.
I think Chelsea Green lost the match by accident.
Trying to help
her pee. Yeah, I'm gonna go Bayley.
Yeah, me too. All right.
Charlotte in the bank very soon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I Quit match for the undisputed title. Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles.
Cody.
That's Cody Raheem Rhodes, please. Okay.
Cody the Dream.
He is the African American world heavyweight champion that we all wish we had sooner.
Oh man.
And he is invited to the cookout.
I'm looking forward to this match. Especially the match with Backlash was ridiculous.
Yeah, well, I mean, the match at Backlash didn't have a story. Maybe this is what they should have done to begin with AJ and Cody, because obviously Cody has not had a decent feud to get his teeth into since winning the title, which is what many people have complained about, that he's been a boring champion. But it's just because he's had no real rivalries. He's just gone from challenger to challenger. And Logan Paul was obviously all about the Saudi prince's wish.
Mm-hmm.
So, first real feud, Cody retains. AJ as a heel is awesome.
Yes.
Exactly. That's like AJ's going to put on a great match. Cody's going to look great. They're both going to look awesome. Elevation on both sides. But yeah, Cody picks up the dub.
Which takes us to the main event for the World Heavyweight title. The Judgment Day are banned from ringside as Damian Priest defends against Drew McIntyre.
Yep.
Oh.
As we say, there's only one of these hometown fellas that can win, or females, and, well, it's the big fella.
Big fellas in the match.
Drew would have got a huge pop if he'd have beat Roman in Cardiff last year.
Mm-hmm.
He'd get, even though there's less people, he'll get an even bigger pop in Scotland.
Agreed.
You've got to give it to him this year.
This is the perfect time to give it to him.
And then feud with Punk over the world title.
I already put in the chat what I think could happen. Drew McIntyre is a Rangers fan.
Yes.
CM Punk to cost in the match by wearing a Celtic shirt. Now that would be
You know what?
money.
They actually released a Clash at the Castle t-shirt themed on the Rangers shirt, and they had to withdraw it because it upset the Celtic fans.
I love this.
But
when
no,
football comes to
Get that
wrestling,
shit off my WWE shop.
I'm gonna go Drew, but I think they'll do a turnaround because I don't think the belt's needed at between Punk and Drew McIntyre.
It's not really because, I mean, my second prediction, my backup prediction would have been Punk shows up and costs Drew the title. But I don't think you can turn down that hometown pop for Drew winning back the world title in front of fucking Scottish fans.
Nah, definitely not this time. Yeah, I'll go McIntyre.
It does kind of suck because I think Priest is only just getting started, really, as a world champion, and I think he's capable of much more. But it does make so much more sense to put the title back on Drew now.
Yeah, and we also have kept saying that he is the transitional champion, so
yeah,
now is the perfect chance.
It was obviously to pull that trigger on the McIntyre Punk feud at Mania, and obviously they have to get rid of the Money in the Bank contract.
Will Priest win the belt back, and then obviously he'll drop it then to Gunther.
Hey,
the Money in the Bank this year is going to be very interesting. It's going to be.
Yeah.
Finish it out. Let's go. So again, at podcast promo 9 back in, you said Chris Reid faced the captain for the third time and finally got the dub. His reward was a bye in the King of the Mic semifinals, right to the semifinals. But Chris still wanted to compete, so he chose an exhibition against the runner-up between myself and Cypher. And as we could tell, 60 seconds made the difference. So you saw last week, Cypher took out the victory. So now it's time for me to go one-on-one with the guy they pretend is a mercenary for the first time ever.
Less than 60 seconds, and I'm not here. But it is what it is. It's the cards I've been dealt. So let's play the hand. Chris Reid, the mercenary. More like a Walmart version of a hitman, cosplaying as Brock Lesnar, living in the middle of Podunk, North Carolina, talking about, I got a wooden spoon. You know, for a mercenary, bro, you were overpaid. You were handsomely paid for a job you couldn't complete. But let's get to the nitty gritty here, bro. You called out the loser of the first round of this year's King of the Mic, and let's get one thing perfectly clear. I am no loser. What you have is an absolute uphill fucking climb. As stated in previous promos, I am the most accomplished competitor here at Max. I am an absolute motherfucking cornerstone here. Two-time television champion, inaugural television champion, current reigning, defending, beautifully might I add, tag team champion. Hell, they renamed the show the Captain Mo Show, bruv. It's because I bring the views. I bring the clicks. I bring the entertainment. And the funniest thing is, Chris, is I'm still trying to figure out what it is you bring to Max. Because it ain't promo skills. And it damn sure isn't knowledge. Psst. Boss. Boss. Yo, boss. Damn it, what, bro? What is it? What is so goddamn important that you need me right now? I am cutting a promo of a lifetime. Work the magic. Gathering location. Here we go. Should I be surprised? Could I be a little more surprised? Oh my God. You've got to be absolutely fucking kidding me. You waste my time. You call me out, and your fucking dumbass North Carolinian mouth-breathing stupidity, and you can't fucking even show up? You can't even show up to back up the shit you talk because you were prime dog ready. You was ready to go. So you know what? You want to play that game? I got a game for you. Thank God for Facebook Messenger. Hit him. Use the messenger. Find the coordinates. Track that location. Do it the old-fashioned way. You really fucking think you can run from me? Yeah, boss, I'm checking everything, and he's not where he's supposed to be. Looks like you no-showed.
Hello, Moses. I know you didn't expect to see me today. I know you were expecting Chris Reid. And for all the confusion and all the craziness of today, I also don't want you to think that this is in any way an attempt to sabotage you and Beer during our tag team match. This is completely separate, and quite frankly, everything I have to say right now doesn't even matter to you. It doesn't involve you. But to make it up to you for not having your match against Chris, allow me to do something unprecedented and give you your flowers. You see, Moses, you are one of the most decorated talents that we have in Max Wrestling. You're one of the most decorated in accomplishments, and quite frankly, I'm proud of you. I mean, hell, you started off as the top 9%, and look at you now, you're El Jefe. I'm proud of you, and you've done well. And for those reasons, on your grand accomplishments, is exactly why I agree with you that Chris Reid is not on your level. And allow me to explain a little further. Over the last few weeks, Moses, you and Dazzy have called me Travis the Coach Anderson. So, I decided I was going to do something with the name. And I took it upon myself to put Chris Reid under my wing. The mercenary is no longer the mercenary. He has to earn that name. He is Chris fucking Reid. And I'm not going to downplay any of his accomplishments here in Max Wrestling. He has done incredible work and has put on fantastic promos with not just myself, but with the likes of Dazzy and Phoenix and Chad and Corey. He's done great work. But, however, I don't feel the mercenary of old has taken it to the max. So, me being me, I thought he would be the perfect candidate to go under the tutelage of Travis the Coach Anderson. And I can't just allow him to just start off with El Jefe. No. He has to stay focused. And quite frankly, I think that's one of the biggest reasons why he has not won any gold yet. Because he has not been focused. He stays distracted with this match, this trivia match, promo exhibition, after exhibition, after exhibition. It's been non-stop with him. But he doesn't see the importance of this tournament, this King of the Mic tournament. He doesn't understand that he needs to stay focused. If he's going to go on and win the tournament and become the inaugural dual champion, he's got to stop, take a step back, not be distracted and worried about random exhibitions. He has to stay focused on the task at hand. He cannot throw away. He got advanced to the semifinals. That never happens. You have to earn your spot in the semifinals. That's how it's always been. So I cannot allow him to throw that opportunity away. Not as I'm coaching him. So I pulled him from this match so he can start with the basics. Promo 101. And he's going to win King of the Mic. He will become the new dual champion. And then everyone will be ready to fear the new, improved mercenary that will be Chris fucking Reid. So, Dazzy, do me a favor. Don't hit my music. Don't hit Chris's music. Hit Chris's new music.
Thank you for joining us for Trivia Takeover Part 9. Congratulations on surviving. And again, we are not holding our breath for long because our next Max event is in 3 weeks on the 4th of July, no less, with the first ever Money Shot, featuring predictions for Money in the Bank, which this year comes from Canada.
Canada, gotta love it. And thanks to that mass bastard running the show, we found out earlier tonight that Money Shot will feature the return of Champions Mountain. 15 questions and 3 lifelines will decide the outcome of the new, or I should say, of the knowledge champion.
Yes, and as we also heard earlier tonight, Mike Larkin issued a challenge to Chad Malcolm, the lawyer, for the television championship. Now, obviously, I would have protected my Dragon Club stablemate if I was still calling the shots, but Anon Mascaras has made it official. And actually, since Chad fucked me over for the TV title at Full House, I'm good with it. Sorry, Chad. Go to maxwrestlingnet.weebly.com/moneyshot for more information. And before we go, there's just one thing left to do, and that is decide who leaves camp as Knowledge Champion. For only the second time, a rematch from Promo Series 8 2 years ago, the Phoenix defends the Knowledge Championship against Beer. And we have had assurance from Anon Mascaras that there will be no interference from Legion.
Stay away.
All right. Question 1, round 1 is breaking kayfabe. So there's 2 points available. I'm going to ask you a question with 3 options. One of them is the correct answer, one of them is wrong, and one of them is a kayfabe answer which could not possibly be true. For example, if I asked you who has the record for the most Intercontinental title wins, Shawn Michaels, Chris Jericho, or John Cena, Jericho would be the correct answer, and John Cena would be the kayfabe answer because he's never won it.
Okay.
And it's a similar type of question too. It is, which championship did Kane win at WrestleMania 24? A, Tag Team, B, ECW, or C, United States?
Won the ECW championship, but he's never been the United States champion. Beat Chavo Guerrero in 6 seconds.
Spot on with both answers. 2 points.
Round 1 is breaking kayfabe. Quick reminder for anybody that hasn't heard it before. Breaking kayfabe, you get 1 point for the correct answer and a bonus point if you can detect which answer could not possibly be true. Question is, which championship did Kane win at WrestleMania 24? A, Tag Team, B, ECW, or C, United States?
He won the ECW championship in like 8 seconds. And I think the kayfabe answer, I'll go with United States. I don't think he ever won that one.
Bang on both. That's 2 points. Okay, going into round 2, it is 2-2. Round 2 is missing champion. Very much like title sequence. All you have to do is tell me who is missing from this sequence of US champions. The sequence is JBL, Bobby Lashley, and Mr. Kennedy. Who's missing?
JBL, Lashley, Kennedy. Is it a name I can't mention? Is it? I don't know. JBL. I know JBL won the belt at Mania. Of a name I can't really mention. The other ones get banned. Lashley was United States champion. Kennedy. I'll go Benoit, and I don't recall Kennedy ever being United States champion.
Oh, the ones I mentioned are all US champions, but I left somebody out in between them.
Oh, between them?
Yeah.
Twixt.
So either between JBL and Lashley or between Lashley and Kennedy, there's a champion I didn't mention.
Oh, this is bugging me now. Oh, can't be heel and heel. JBL. Got me now. That's just bugging me now. Not Cena. I go someone like Finley.
Finley?
Finley.
You want to go with Finley?
Final answer.
Final answer. Finley. He loves to fight, and he defeated Bobby Lashley for the US title before dropping it to Mr. Kennedy.
Oh, he loves to fight there, laddie.
Did he?
That was a wild guess.
Because I knew
I was digging through the archives. I was.
Yeah.
I've never seen somebody so surprised by their own answer.
I knew he
Yes, it's 3 points to you.
Round 2 is missing champion. So who is missing from this sequence of US champions? JBL, Bobby Lashley, Mr. Kennedy. Who is missing and where?
Finlay, I think. Yeah, he beat Lashley for it at some point. And then he lost it to Kennedy in, I believe, a triple threat match on an episode of SmackDown.
Finlay is right. That puts you on 3 points.
Okay, final round is best of 7, which is literally 7 questions.
Ooh, here we go.
Question 1. Who was the first person to main event back-to-back WrestleManias?
Back-to-back WrestleManias. Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, nice easy one to start. It was Hogan. Question 2. Who did Eric Bischoff fire from Raw in 2005 for failing to defeat John Cena?
Jericho.
Yes, thank guys.
I was gonna say Umaga, but okay.
That puts you on 5. I love the way William Regal said Umaga. Umanga.
Umanga.
Dude, where's the N? I love you, Regal, but come on. Question 3. Pete Rose was attacked by Kane at 3 consecutive WrestleManias. Which was the first? You can give me the number or the year.
1998.
Oh, you can give me both. Yes.
Jesus.
That puts you on, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next question. Name the missing member of the Job Squad. Al Snow, Blue Meanie, Bob Holly, and Scorpio. Or Too Cold Scorpio.
And the missing member.
I think I know exactly which guy you're talking about.
Snow Holly.
I'm gonna double check. Come on, Google, don't let me down.
Too Cold Scorpio. There's another one?
Yeah, there was 5 altogether. To be honest, I always forget about everyone except Al Snow and Blue Meanie.
I remember Bob Holly. Confused now.
Oh, it's not who I thought. Holy fuck.
Okay. Piss on me now.
Fuck, I shouldn't have seen it now. I can't stop laughing.
It's not Crash
Oh,
Holly.
shit.
Definitely not Crash Holly. Definitely not Goldust. I don't even remember that far back, to be fair. Reminds me of the fucking beating from 2019. Oh, fucking hell. So Snow Holly.
Al
Who's
Snow,
the
Blue Meanie, Bob Holly, and Scorpio.
Scorpio being in it.
Come on, I'm sending you the answer through the brainwaves. Hell, if this helps your process of elimination, my original guess was Stevie Richards. But then I was like, wasn't that the Blue Man Group or whatever?
Yeah, that was
the BWO.
BWO, Free World Order. I'm gonna have to pass.
All right. It was Mo.
Gilbert.
Dwayne Gill.
I know, of all the fucking names, bro, that's what I said too.
That's cost me the title.
But it's okay. You still got 3 questions left. And I guarantee you Moses is going to know this one straight away.
No, it's Japanese. It's a Japan question, isn't it?
Who is the only person to hold championships in WWE, NWA, and New Japan all at the same time?
Okay.
NWA, New Japan, and WWE.
It's a lot easier than you think.
Yeah, I didn't specify which championship. He just held a championship in WWE, NWA, and New Japan all at the same time.
Ric Flair never wrestled in Japan.
Yeah, he did.
You know what?
He didn't wrestle in fucking. He didn't wrestle in fucking. He what? I don't know. Was he a champion in TNA?
Ric Flair. I don't think he won a title in TNA now.
WA. I was gonna say AJ Styles, but I don't think it's AJ. Oh, this is bugging me.
This should like stick out in your brain.
I'm gonna go AJ.
I'm
Styles.
seeing him right now with all the belts.
I'll go AJ.
AJ. It It was not AJ. But yeah, think of somebody in a picture holding many championships. It was Ultimo Dragon. When he won the J Crown. Still 2 to go. In what year has the WWE Championship changed hands the most?
Oh shit, that's a good one.
Changed the most?
Yeah, changed hands the most times in 1 year.
Jesus.
That fucking has to be.
So think of a year that had a lot of title changes for the WWE title.
Well, it's definitely not under Triple H's fucking era. Intense, isn't it? Right, okay.
And it definitely wasn't the last 2 or 3 years.
Definitely not. Nope. Right. Does this include the Universal title?
No, just the WWE Championship.
WWE, okay.
Or F.
Right, okay.
I'm trying to think of what year was Hot Potato-y the most.
I'm gonna go submit mad like 2000 because I remember the Rock and Triple H changed hands more times than a Hot Potato.
You going with 2000?
2000.
1 year out. It was 1999.
99.
It changed hands 11 times.
Damn.
Or if you count Mick Foley winning it on January 4th, it was pre-taped in 98, so it would have been 12. But yeah, it was 11 times in 99 officially. Final question. You're on, what are you on? 1, 2, 3,
6?
4. Yeah, 6. No.
7.
Yeah, 6. 6 points. Final question. Who holds the record for the fastest main roster Triple Crown in WWE?
Fastest Triple Crown?
So a world title, mid title, and a tag title.
It's definitely not Angle. It's not Roman.
Oh, I don't know if it'd be him. But he was fast. That's a good one.
It's not Shawn. Not Brett. It's definitely not Eddie.
I'm thinking of new guys, so I hope I'm wrong.
New guys.
I'm thinking of like guys that won it super fast that came from NXT.
Definitely not Joe. Corbin's never been champion. Rollins. Just gonna go with a It's not Roman. Because Roman came champ quite late.
I don't think he was ever tag champ though, was he?
Yeah, he was with Rollins.
Oh, okay.
With Rollins. I'm gonna go Seth Rollins. Just
Seth Rollins, all right.
Again.
It is somebody that's currently there. It was CM Punk.
Oh.
I think he did it in 8 months, maybe less. Yeah. He won. I think he won the World Heavyweight title first, then the IC title, and the tag titles.
Yeah.
Again, my guess
all right.
was Priest.
Final score is 6. Isn't the end of the world yet until we know what Feeney scored. Third and final round is best of 7, which is simply 7 questions. Question 1. Who was the first person to main event back-to-back WrestleManias?
Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, nice easy one to start. Question 2. Who did Eric Bischoff fire from Raw in 2005 for failing to defeat John Cena?
Chris Jericho.
Yes. Question 3. Pete Rose was attacked by Kane at 3 consecutive WrestleManias. Which was the first? You can give me the number or the year.
14, I think. I think it was like right before his match against Taker.
Yes, first one was at 14, and technically he attacked Kane first at the other 2. But anyway, question 4. Name the missing member of the Job Squad. Al Snow, Blue Meanie, Bob Holly, and Scorpio.
Oh, you bitch. Gilbert? I'll say Gilbert.
It absolutely was Gilbert, or Dwayne Gill. Next 3 questions may be a little trickier, so here we go. Who is the only person to hold a championship in WWE, IWGP's New Japan, and NWA, all at the same time?
At first thought it was Ric Flair, but I don't think he spent time in New Japan. Andre did win the WWE title, but he immediately sold it. Sounds like something Hulk Hogan would do.
Sounds like something Hulk Hogan would have claimed to have done, but it was Ultimo Dragon. Next question. In what year did the WWE Championship change hands the most times?
I'm going to say 2009, because I knew it changed hands a couple of times at the beginning. And it sort of slowed down a bit in the middle, and then they were playing hot potato between Orton and Cena towards the end of the year. And then Sheamus won it to close the year out.
Oof, you were 10 years out and only 1 title change out. 1999 had 11 changes, unless you count Mick Foley, which was pre-taped in 98. But anyway, final question. Who holds the record for fastest Triple Crown in WWE main roster history?
I believe that's CM Punk at 220-ish days.
It was CM Punk.
So Feeney wins by just 2 points in that final round. Congratulations, Phoenix. You are still the Knowledge Champion. 5-time Knowledge Champion.
Well, I have to sit by the rule, and I said I will not now challenge for the title for 2 years.
Lord Almighty.
So I will be eligible now for the 13th of June, 2026.
Hey.
Well, there's other titles, and you still have Iron Bank. But as for the Phoenix, you don't have much time to relax, because in 3 weeks you've got Money Shot and the Champions Mountain. We just need to find out who the challenger will be. But for now, thank you for joining us. I hope we rocked you harder than Jordan Grace's ear. Don't wear piercings in a wrestling match.
Don't do it.
Before we close this up, let's find out what Host Mo and the TSK have for you Pencil Neck Geeks with a roundup of Click This.
Oh, right. So there's a whole lot going on. So we're actually going to do it. We're actually going to do a WWE show. Clash at the Castle happens, as we talked about, this weekend. So the boys are going to come back and hit that review probably on a lovely special Father's Day. For all you fathers out there, you're going to get a lovely review of that. And then we'll be back in 2 weeks' time to cover Forbidden Door. That's pretty much what it's going to be. It's going to be a 3-man show, though, for the Clash at the Castle. There's going to be no Harold. He is hanging out overseas, hanging out in Barcelona today. I'm mad jelly of him. He's traveling all around. He's got to hit Italy later, all this other stuff. So good for him. Enjoy the travels. And then as for, as again, all the lovely places I'm talking about, Italy and Barcelona, Spain, all that stuff, transfer windows wide fucking open, fam. And there was some very big news from Man United. And so with all that being said, as you can tell, my man Beer's looking all the stuff up. We got to find some time to get onto the Max Footy so we can talk about the transfer news. We can talk about Ndombele getting released from Spurs, of our fucking $69 million signing 4 years ago. They didn't do fuck all. Now he's out. So there's all kinds of stuff going on. There's a lot of rumors happening. A lot of guys that could be leaving rival clubs to go play for another rival club. There's from what I'm hearing, there is a major star in the Prem that can absolutely walk away from $100 million contract and come play in San Diego, California. So God only knows what's going to happen. The only way to find out is to follow us on all the socials, especially Max Football Pod on the Twitter. Check out Max Wrestling UK, Captain 512, and SMR Pod.net. Hit all the beautifully done website, maxwrestlingnet.blabey.com. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, follow button here on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, you name it, we there. Come hit us up, come follow us. Check out the Facebook group, be a part of the gimmick, and maybe you too can challenge for the Knowledge Championship.
Damn right. And that's it for this week. That's it for Trivia Takeover. And again, our next special event, Max event, is in 3 weeks at Money Shot. But join us next week for all the fallout from this week. Plus, the King of the Mic continues in the semifinals as Beer goes one-on-one with Cypher.
Yeah.
You've been watching the Cap and Mo. Goodbye. Mwah, and good night. Bang.
Just because we lost him don't mean we won't get him right back.
Oh, yeah.